Welcome to the channel and welcome to this 2,000 point match play game between Space Marines and Slaanesh Demons. So today on the channel, the Brothers of the 13th will be fighting in and amongst this ruined shrine on a shrine world, and we'll be combating the demons of Slaanesh. Very excited to play this one because I've never gone up against an entire Chaos Slaanesh army. They are quite rare. Should also mention that this isn't connected to the 13th narrative, which is currently running on deploymentzone.tv, the Death of Hope. We're just playing a normal match play game, 2,000 points. So the way this is going to work, we've rolled off in the book to see what type of game we're playing and deployment and everything. It turns out that we're playing Cleanse and Capture. That's the one where you get 3 cards a turn every turn. It turns out it's going to be Hammer and Anvil deployment, and the Space Marines will be deployed up at this edge. There's 2 objectives in this deployment zone, 24-inch up. 1 right in the cathedral in the middle, and 3 down this end. Now, for those that don't know about Slaanesh Demons, they're really quick. There's lots of advancing and charging and speed. They're a bit of a glass cannon as well. They move very quickly, but they're very squishy if you shoot them. But if they get into close combat with you, the touching can be very inappropriate. And that's what Slaanesh likes, but it will really hurt me. So I'm deployed on this edge, 2,000 points match play. Slaanesh deployed on this edge, and we welcome to the channel for the very first time. Noel, say hi, Noel.
Hi, Noel.
Thanks for coming down.
Good to be here. Good to be here.
And people might recognise you a little bit because you were on Visicast.
Yes, back in the day. Yes.
And you've been on Warhammer.
Yes. Guilty as charged.
And you've done all the, and I didn't know this, and I feel very guilty and very sorry about knowing this, but you did all the visuals for the deployment zone.
Yeah.
So you basically designed the t-shirts and designed all the thumbnails and all that sort of stuff. So thank you for all that hard work. Because I know it's taken very many hours to do all of that.
Always happy to help.
You are, and you've got a Slaanesh Demon army.
Yes.
Does your mum know that you're playing with these?
It's best she doesn't. Questions might be asked.
Yeah. We've got a couple of the new Slaanesh models here, not all of them, a couple of the new, and I'm looking over my shoulder at this big purple orb thinking, I don't really know what it does.
Hugs. It comes for hugs.
It comes for hugs. I don't want to be touched by it. I don't want to be hugged. Okay, 2,000 points match play. Hammer and Anvil. 3 cards a turn. Shout outs. This battle map is brought to you by GameMap.eu. The scenery here, all this ruined architecture all around. This is pre-painted stuff. It's brought to you by GameMap.eu. We like them. They're very helpful people. I don't know what else to say. Let's go have a look at the armies. So this is 2,000 points worth of Space Marines on the nose, and I brought the wrong sort of list. The reason why I brought the wrong sort of list is because it's brigade. 3 fast, 3 heavies, 3 elites, 6 troops, 3 HQs, and you don't need a brigade if you're playing Space Marines because they've got nothing they can spend the command points on. It's Ultramarine, so I can fall back and still shoot, but some of the Slaanesh Demons have abilities that stop me falling back. So about the only thing I can spend my command points on is probably Wisdom of the Ancients and Science of Guilliman. Don't need a brigade with Ultramarines, nothing to spend the stuff on. And the other thing is, Slaanesh Demons, their buff is they always fight first. So I brought loads of Terminators. I sunk over 700 points into 19 Terminators. Probably not the best lice choice either. What you really want to do if you go up against Slaanesh Demons is bring as many guns as possible. Now I have brought quite a chunk of guns. I've got a Venerable Dreadnought with a Twin Las and a missile launcher. I've got a Mortis Contemptor Dreadnought with 2 Twin Las cannons. So both of these units hit on 2s, which is nice. But that's my only really big long-range Dakka. And then these 2 Rapier batteries. These are the 3 heavy slots here, essentially, all Forge World stuff. And the quad heavy bolters are 12 shots each. Heavy bolters, strength 5 minus 1 AP. So that's quite an amount of Dakka. But apart from that, everything else in the army is 24 inches. Oh, except for the missile launcher on the Terminator there. So, what have I got? Well, Brother Chaplain Snow is coming to the fight. He's got the Primarch's Wrath Relic, which is a strength 5, 2 damage Storm Bolter. And when he is always the Warlord, he has Iron Resolve. That's what he's got today. So that gives him an extra wound, and he ignores damage on a 6-up. So 6 wounds ignoring damage on a 6-up. I've got Lieutenant Karras with him because he's cheap. with a power sword and a librarian with a force stave, and the librarian's got null zone and might of heroes because it's the only two decent powers in the Space Marine Codex, in my opinion. Null zone's particularly good against demons. It's an 8 to cast, but everything within 6 inches will ignore their invulnerable saves. But again, Slaanesh Demons have got some nastiness in their pockets. They've got plenty of things in their pockets, but some nasty things in their pockets that can make it tougher for librarians. Then I've got 4 units of 5 Space Marines. You'll notice this is all old school here. We're going old school. Slaanesh Demons is old school. This is old school. There's a flamer there, a combi flamer, combi melter. This squad, nothing at all. And then the 2 units of scouts with bolted guns, and the sergeants have shotguns because sergeants should always have shotguns. 2 units of normal Terminators. Couldn't afford the points to give them a specialist weapon. Would love to have given them a heavy flamer. And these guys have got the Cyclone missile launcher. I was originally thinking about deep striking these in and hitting the Slaanesh Demons from behind, but Bolt of Discipline is a thing, so I might actually have them on the table because there's a lot of firepower here. That's with Bolt of Discipline, that's 40 Stormbolt shots. So there is quite a lot of DACA between these 2 squads. However, this squad of Terminators, no DACA whatsoever. This is Assault Terminators with, there's 9 here because of points. The Sergeant's got claws. Everyone else has got Thunderhammer Storm Shields. Over 400 points here. Probably not the best choice. But Slaanesh Demons like a fight. So I thought I would let them taste Imperial Steel or Hammer to the face. So I'm bringing them along. And I like the idea of deep striking these in, along with Chaplain Snow, and just bringing the Emperor's retribution to the demon. Suffer the demon not to live. So, and rounding out the brigade, 3 fast attack slots. They've all got multi-melters because it's cheap and they're quick, and I might be able to nip onto an objective and steal one. So it's a weird list, granted, but it's Slaanesh Demons. I don't really know what I'm doing. So let's go and have a look at the Slaanesh Demon list. Right, this is 1994 points of Slaanesh Demons. Absolutely gorgeous army. It's a battalion, so that's 8 command points. And the one with all the heavies or fasts?
The heavies.
The heavies, the one with all the heavies. So that's 9 command points for you to play with. What I recognise in this list so far is 3 units of troops.
Yeah.
The Demonettes. And I know if there's more than 20 in a squad or something, they get extra buffs.
Yes, so if it's a unit of 20 or more, they get an extra attack.
Oh, extra attack.
While their strength is 20 or more.
Yeah.
I would have done the usual thing that everyone likes to say, and do like, you've got to do them in 3 squads of 30. But they're basically the second wave. That comes in, and the idea that I like to play with is slightly different than what the internet's like to say. So
these are 6 points each, right? They got 2 attacks anyway.
Yes,
and it's all -1.
Yeah,
but they are toughness 3 with a 5-up save.
Yes,
but 6 points each.
Yeah, nice and cheap.
Nice and cheap. I like it. Yep. Right, so warlords and things and psychic powers. What am I looking at, sir?
Okay, so right at the back we've got the big girl. She will be my HQ. That's just a standard keeper of secrets.
Okay.
And I will be giving her the relic, the Soul Eater Blade.
Right.
So basically with that, for every model that she kills in close combat, she regains a wound.
Right. And the Keeper of Secrets has got 16 wounds now, you're telling me.
16 wounds.
They went up a bit.
True to form, and because it's a nice 412 model, I don't want to hack it to pieces, I'm taking her with a Sinistrous Hand.
Right.
So at the end of each fight phase, she will also get to regain D3 wounds.
Okay.
So she's basically running around like Mario, just with 1-ups all the time, going bing, bing, bing for everything she noms.
Okay, cool. So choppy chop chop, and every time you choppy chop chop, you're going to be recovering wounds.
Yes.
Nice. Is the invulnerable save on this thing a 5-up or a 4-up?
It's still a 5-up.
Still a 5-up.
Yeah.
But 16 wounds is a lot to choose
Very fragile. So rounding out the HQ slots for the battalion, I've also got a Herald on Steed.
That one?
Yep, that one there.
Okay.
And she'll be going with the Seekers, which I've got to either side.
Okay.
So I'm going to be rocking 20 Seekers.
Yeah.
So basically they're going to be for up a nice little first line wave.
Seekers move 14 or something.
They move 14, and with the Instrument of Chaos, that's +1 to advance and charges. And they also get to re-roll their charges. So
they're moving 15.
They're very quick.
With a re-roll charge.
Yes, and they get +1 to charge as well.
And they can advance and charge if there's someone nearby?
Yes, so anything within any Slaanesh Demon within 6 inches of a character can advance and charge.
So these guys along the back, essentially.
Yes.
So they're moving 15 and plus these. That's 20 odd. That's a long way. I'm saying that's a long way.
I'm seeing your brain kind of trying to do the numbers.
The math goes so high. Even if I took my socks off, I still wouldn't get there.
Yes.
What we got over here?
Okay, so with the other HQs for the battalion, I've managed to finally, it's taken me a week to literally blitz it out, but I'm taking Celeste, so new model syndrome is in play.
Right, absolutely gorgeous model.
That is, so that's basically a Demon Prince Herald combo. It's basically the same stat line as Demon Prince.
Okay.
But it doesn't have any extra wounds, but what it does have is a bucket of attacks and very, very crazy rules in combat where one basically hits and then it gets to do a consolidation move and then the other one gets to hit.
Yeah. So it's a demon that's hitting on 2s anyway, re-rolling 1s. Yes. It's got that aura.
Yes.
And the heralds are +1 strength to everyone within 6 inches anyway.
Yes. So that's a nice little blob.
Yeah.
So they'll be marching up with a mask.
Yeah.
Which is the Mask and the Infernal and Rapturous are my 2 HQ choices for my Spearhead.
And this is the Infernal Rapturous.
Yes. So
what a glorious model.
It is. It's one of the. It literally sums up Slaanesh.
That guy is not having a nice time.
No, it's like, come, let's play beautiful music together. That's not really what I meant.
I don't want to play music. What does this thing do?
So the Infernal Rapturous, again, it's new model syndrome, but it's kind of, it's good buff for buffing when you're going to do the thing that demons do when they spawn out from nowhere.
Okay.
I can't remember the word.
Summon demons.
That's the one. Summon. They're good for summoning, but I'm not going to be really summoning anything.
Okay.
But what she does provide is a nice anti-psyker buff. So any psyker within 12 inches of her will perils on any double.
Really?
Any double.
Within 12 inches?
Within 12 inches.
Okay.
Okay. So, and also at the beginning of each turn, any unit within 6 inches, I get to roll a d6, and on a 6, I get to replace a lost model from the unit.
Nice. Is she a psyker as well?
She is not psyker, but she does have a crazy heart that she can shoot attacks.
Okay. So it is worth mentioning that there are psykers along here. We'll get to their psychic powers in the battle. The Master Psyker's Demon, obviously, and the Keeper are all psykers. Right. Okay.
Okay. And rounding out the battalion, I've got 2 units of 3 fiends.
Okay.
They are lickety.
So these are fiends. They are really quick. Toughness 4, 3 wounds.
4 wounds.
4 wounds because they got an extra wound now.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then these guys are toughness 3 but with 2 wounds.
Mm-hmm.
These guys toughness 3 but with 1 wound. As you can see, toughness 3 with a 5-up invulnerable save means they're really squishy. But again, as I said at the start, you make up for it with speed and attacks.
Yes.
So I've got to try and shoot you before you hit my lines.
Mm-hmm.
What are these chariot things here with all the whips and stuff?
So that's for the Spearhead. So
right.
So for the heavy slots, basically it's 3 heavy choices.
Okay.
We're rocking 2 Seeker Chariots.
Okay.
And just to fill in the points, I'm also decided to take one of my Soul Grinders.
Right, and you didn't give him any guns?
He comes with 2.
He'd come with 2?
Yes.
Where are the guns?
So he has a gun just around here.
Oh, right, on his arm, right.
And
okay.
he also spits nasty words out of his mouth.
Does he?
Yes.
Okay.
It's called a phlegm cannon. He just basically hocks a loogie and just goes, bleh.
Hocks a loogie?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, so we've got chariots, we've got filers, we've got demons everywhere. A fast, crisp, pretty, purple army of doom.
And boobs.
And boobs. Let's go on to deployment. Right, here we are after deployment. About the only lucky thing that happened to me is the hammer and anvil deployment. That was quite lucky, which meant that I was able to put a huge amount of distance between me and this purple steamroller of doom on the other side of the table. And then Noel placed an army, placed a unit, I placed a unit, he placed a unit, backwards and forwards. Noel stuck everything down first, which means he gets to choose whether to go first. For me, it was really quite simple. You'll notice my dreadnoughts are literally touching the back edge of the table, and there's the heavy bolters, and then there's screen in front. Lots of screen, scouts right and left, and these things here, very carefully measured. So with all the pluses to the advancing and the charging, and I think I'm outside of a first turn charge, because even if I'd have been a couple of inches further up, we've got some Seekers around here, and then moving 14, and then you've got +1 to your advance, and then you've got re-roll charging with a +1, so long as you're within range of a character, and you will be. Basically, they could have charged about here. Crazy long way. So you've front-lined the really, really quick stuff,
yes,
such as the Seekers. And we forgot to mention the Warlord trait on the Keeper of Secrets, which is...
Celerity of Slaanesh.
Which is
3 inches on the movement.
So this
Everyone likes an extra 3 inches.
So. Well, Slaanesh likes an extra 3 inches. I've always found that 3 inches is enough when it comes to movement sometimes. So this thing is moving 15 inches, and it's in range of itself as a character. So it's moving 15 inches, and it can advance, and then it can charge.
Yes.
So it's got a minimum 18 inches a turn. Sorry, 16 inches a turn. And then charging. So it's crazy good. Absolutely crazy good. Its character, 16 wounds, so it can be targeted, unlike the Demon Prince thing down here.
Celeste, the Demon Prince Herald combo, and the 2 other heralds.
Yeah. Now, most of the shooty stuff in your army is all whips and harsh language, except for the Harvester Cannon and Phlegm Bombardment on the Soul Grinder, thank you. But it hits on 4s, and as soon as it moves, it's hitting on 5s.
Yeah.
So whether you choose to sit him on that objective all day and just shouting out and spitting phlegm or not, you never know, that objective might come up as a defend or attack. So the deployment thing is helpful to me. The fact that you've got 3 objectives up this side of the battle grid is going to give you some interesting choices.
It will do.
Do you feel like hanging back, or do you feel like screaming forward?
I feel generally like screaming forward for hugs.
Yes.
It's a thematic thing to do. They want the hugs.
We don't want hugs from these things. They're big and nasty and got claws and things. Interesting stuff. You're automatically going first unless I choose to steal the initiative. Now, I've out-deployed myself, so there's no point in me trying to steal. So I'm going to let you go first, because even if I manage to steal somehow, then I'd have to redeploy everything to actually get in range. And once I've moved everything to get in range and shot a couple of things out, then you'd be able to jump on me in turn 1. So we're going to go on to Slaanesh. Have you got something like you can move again? Have you got that warp time thing like you can?
No.
You haven't got that?
No. They're quick enough as it is.
They're quick. Yeah, because moving and then moving again with warp time would be very, very nasty. Okay, so we're going to go into Slaanesh Demons turn 1. Brace yourself. The pain train is coming. Okay, here's what Slaanesh want to do in turn 1. They want to be touched by the warp. They like touching things. Score a victory point if you manifest or deny psychic power. So that's easy. Psychological warfare, make the 13th break. Not so easy, particularly in turn 1. Defend objective 3. That's the one the Soul Grinder sat on. So if Noel just leaves it there until the end of my turn, he'll get 2 points. Okay, here we are after the Demon's movement and Psychic phase. They move quick. They're over halfway already. The Keeper of Secrets advancing up round here. Now, Noel could have put him a few further inches forward, but by leaving him back a couple of inches, he is out of line of sight from my big laser cannons of doom. And then over here, everything advancing up the table pretty much. The Mask put Delightful Agonies on this squad in the Psychic phase, which means they have a 6-up ignore wounds. That's the only psychic power that was passed, because everything else is offensive. Very offensive, these demons, to my imperial mind.
It is.
Yeah, and we have Fiends, we have Seekers, we have it. It's probably worth mentioning all my Terminators are in reserve. So in turn 2, I could either deep strike here and try and counterpunch some of the demons as they come charging up, or I can deep strike in the back passage up here. Slaanesh has moved forward and it's left gaps for Terminators to deep strike in turn 2 in the Demon's back passage, but Slaanesh doesn't mind things deep striking in their back passage. Also, you can just charge forward and ignore the Terminators here unless I get some of these objectives. Soul Grinder staying still on this objective here, so that would be 2 points for defending that at the end of my turn. They've passed a Psychic Power, so there's a point already by touched by the warp, and you're out of charge range. So apart from shooting, the Soul Grinder can shoot at something. We need to measure line of sight and range and see if you can actually see something.
That's a good idea.
Right, the only thing in range that can see and shoot, basically one of the only things in your army that has got guns, can reach out and touch these guys with the Harvester Cannon, which does what now?
It's a heavy 3.
Okay, heavy 3, 3 shots hitting on 4s. Yeah. And you hit once. It's strength 8, I believe.
Yes.
Okay, winning on the 2. Does wound, AP minus?
AP minus is 1 and it's D3 damage.
Just 1. I failed to save, D3 damage, one of the dudes is dead.
Yes.
And with one of the Tactical Marines dying, that is the end of Slaanesh Demons. Turn 1, they're just moving forward, ready for the pounce next turn. Next turn, there'll be a lot right up in my grill. That is a point for touch by the warp. There will be 2 points for defending that objective. Now I'm going to need to reposition, get down, have a look, find out what the orders are from Chaplain Snow. Let's go on to Space Marines. Turn 1. Here are the orders. Not a great draw. Defend objective 5. So that's the one right in the middle in the chapel. Not going to get to that. Honor the chapter. Score a victory point if an enemy character was wounded as a result of an attack by a character. That's going to be really tough too. And Witch Hunter, kill one of the Psychers. I could potentially maybe make my way through one of them if I kill all the screen in front. So these 3 suck. So what I can do, because I've got many command points, is spend 2 stratagems and ditch defend objective 5 and draw another one. And I've got hold the line, which you can't score in turn 1. So I have moved, but not very far, developing my screen. There's the objective that I ditched. Honor the chapter is almost impossible, but Witch Hunter, there is a Psyker, which is this guy there. So,
the Herald.
Yeah, so if I clear away this entire screen, I could potentially shoot him with some of my long-range guns. This bike stayed still because I was in range, but the other bikes are not, so they moved around. And as you can see, we're just pushing the screen forward. This unit 4 moved forward. That unit stayed still for Bot of Discipline. This one came out of the terrain. That one came around there. Basically, making sure that there's more than 3 inches between my lines for any pile-in and consolidation shenanigans, and hopefully keep the castle safe for another turn. Now I need to do some damage, but before that we roll into the psychic phase. The first and most important thing to do is try and get Null Zone on my Librarian, because it's a warp charge value of 8, and that fails, so that doesn't happen. And then we're going to smite. I am in range of these guys here, so let's smite them. That passes. You can deny. You're going to need an 8 to beat that.
Let's see if that can happen.
And you do deny it. Yeah. So the psychic phase is a bust. Let's go on to the shooting phase. Right, we're going to start on the left, make our way to the right. With this bike here that moved, it's going to put its multi-melter into that thing. And what's the toughness of these chariots?
Toughness 5.
Toughness 5. Multi-melter into it, and then the twin bolt guns into these guys here.
I'm going to burn 2 CPs on Warp Surge for the Seekers.
Warp Surge on these guys who've also got Delightful Agony. Yeah, so they've now got a 4-up invulnerable save. You want to keep them safe. They are the closest thing in your army. Right, okay, let's do the melter. Because I moved, it hits on a 4 and a miss. And let's do the bolt guns. Hitting on 3s. And your toughness 3, right?
Yeah.
So I am wounding on 3s. I wound 3 times, but you have a 4-up save.
Okay,
and then a 6-up
these nice new lovely green dice.
Available on deploymentzone.tv merchandise page.
Buy them today.
Yeah. No. And then 3 6s to ignore. No. They've got 2 wounds each though, right? So
yes.
Kill one and tickle another. He probably likes the tickling.
They do.
Then this bike here that stays still did the same thing. I killed one of the Seekers. Now we're doing the melter into the chariot. Hits on a 3. That hits. And wounds. You have a 5-up invulnerable save on your chariot.
That's not a 5-up.
No, you're not in melt range. D6 damage. How many wounds does these things have?
6.
6. That's a 5. Right, then we went across to bike number 3, firing in at the Seekers, did no damage. Melter coming in at this injured chariot, needs a 4. That's a hit, needs a 3. That's a wound, 5 up, invulnerable save. You lose your chariot.
I lose the chariot.
You use the chariot. Do they explode?
No.
They don't explode. Just a dead chariot, and at least I get a point. I've got a point for first blood.
You do.
That's probably the only point I'm getting this turn. Right, now these guys here will rapid fire the crap out of the Seekers in front of them. 3s. And 3s. 3 4-up saves, and you make 1, 2, sorry, and a 6 up.
Nope. That's the opposite.
Yeah, okay. So 1 is tickled. Right, let's carry on tickling these guys. This squad here stood still. So I'm going to spend a command point on Scions of Gulliman, which means they get to re-roll all their hits. And they are in 6-inch range of the lieutenant who's there. So I am hitting on 3s and re-rolling everything. And so that's 9 hits. And I'm wounding on 3s. And I re-roll 1s because there's a lieutenant shouting at them. And in the end, that's not bad. I get 8 wounds through, 7 wounds through, 7 4-up demon saves. You haven't been lucky with these so far.
Not so far. That's not too bad.
But that's okay. 3 get through. 6s to ignore with delightful agonies.
Ooh.
You get 2 6s.
Yeah.
Only 1 gets through. I kill 1 more. Then we carried on with the shooting phase, firing all of the small arms out into the same squad. And the scouts around here fired at the Keeper of Secrets around here, didn't do any damage to him. The only thing left to fire now are the 2 quad rapier launchers and the dreadnoughts. Now, this is what's left of that Seeker squad. I've only killed 4. Do I continue to fire at a squad with a 4-up invulnerable save to try and clear them away so I can put las cannons into this thing and get Witch Hunter? Or do I fire the quad bolters down into this squad and just start stripping wounds away from the Slaanesh Demons? Because they've got a 5-up environment. These guys have got a 4-up environment, and if I fire at them, I might hurt them more, but I won't be getting Witch Hunter. If I continue to pound, it's basically got 24 heavy bolt shots now that I could put into this squad.
It's a good chunk.
It's a good chunk. I might be able to clear them away, but then I might not be able to put them away. I don't know. I need to think. Right, spending a command point on Wisdom of the Ancients on this dreadnought here. So everything here gets a reroll hit rolls of 1, and everything here is rerolling wound rolls of 1. This is 12 heavy bolters, 12 heavy bolters, 24 heavy bolt shots. If I fired at that squad and everything got through, that's a potential of 24 wounds, and there is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 wounds in there. So a potential, you're probably there's gonna be a dude left alive. I think mathematically you should be able to save the 11 wounds if 24 got through, because you've got 6s ignore wounds anyway, which means I'm not going to be able to get through to the Seeker, this dude. So I don't think there's any point in firing at these anymore. What's their leadership though? There might be a point to try and hurt them.
Well, the leadership is 7, I think.
7.
And
you lost 4.
But they've also got reality blinks on a 1. D3 can come back.
Yeah, I know, which is nasty. So I think I'm going to fire at this squad, because they haven't got delightful agonies, and they haven't got. They've only got a 5-up invulnerable save. So the first quad bolter going into this squad, hitting on 3s. And re-rolling 1s because of Wisdom of the Ancients. There's a 1 at least. Nice. Okay, 4 2s. Wounding on 3s. And re-rolling the 1s. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 wounds, 6 5-up invulnerable saves on the other squad.
That's failed.
Did you fail them all?
Yeah, that's literally all of them.
That's 3 dead. That worked.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it again with the other one. That's nice. Grab these dice. Do it again. Already feeling better about my life choices. Re-rolling the 1s. So 4 more 2s. Wounding on 3s and 3 more 2s. 5 wounds. 5 wounds get through. 5-up demon saves. Die, demon, die. You made 1 that time.
Yes.
So 2 more die. So I killed 5 in that squad.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That is.
Right. Venerable. See, I could still fire las cannons, because morale is going to sting against them, and morale. I'm going to put the Venerable Dreadnought into this one because I want morale to hurt a bit more. So do I really, or I could fire at this? I'm in a target-rich environment, Noel.
You are.
I am in a target-rich environment.
There's a lot of bodies.
There's a top tip saying shoot what you can kill somewhere. So maybe if I just focused on one of these units of Seekers and really hurt them. Yes, let's do that. Let's put the Venerable Dreadnought into that one, hitting on 2s and re-rolling 1s because of Wisdom of the Ancients, and wounding on 2s. Okay, 2 more wounds. Let's do the Missile Launcher as well, which hits and sorry, spiky bits. 3 wounds, 3 5-up invulnerable saves, sir. You made 1, and each does d6 damage. So the first one kills 1, the second one kills 1. I killed 2 more in that squad. That's 7 dead. That's your leadership. So you're going to lose d6 more unless you spend morale. So let's put the other 4 las cannons from the Mortis Contemptor Dreadnought into this squad. Or I could hit the chariot. How many attacks do chariots have?
Lots.
Many?
Yeah, it's something like 5 attacks plus then there's leaky tongue attacks on the steeds and then there's the blade, not blade axle, but there's like a hammer of wrath. They do chargy attack thing as well. I think it's about 9 attacks. Really?
And they do mortal wounds when they connect in close combat as well.
On the charge, yeah.
So I think I'm going to put 2 quad las cannons, 2 of the twin las cannons into that from the Mortis Contemptor, 2 of the other twin las cannons into that. Splitting fire always works. Let's do the 2 lasers into that. 2s to hit and 2s to wound. I wound twice. 2 4-up invulnerable saves. You make 1. D6 damage for 1 command point for 5. 5 delightful agonies on 1 dude. No, kill 1 more. Okay. Killed 1. Mind you, I didn't need to do that because there was 1 on 1 wound left.
Yeah, so, okay.
So that was stupid. And then 2 las into that. Both hit. Both wound. 2 wounds on the Licky Chariot of Doom. 2 5-up invulnerable saves. 1.
Yes, 1 5 and 1 6.
You make them both.
Yeah.
Blessed by the powers
Right.
of chaos. I think that's everything. I've fired all my Daka. I have no more Daka left to do. I'm not sure if I did very well. I killed a bunch of Seekers and a chariot. We have morale now.
Yes.
You've got some command points to play with if you want to pay some to keep some alive. Decisions. Okay, thinking later. You're spending 2 command points on these guys, so they auto-pass, and that drops you down about 5 command points left, which is good. But you're going to roll for that squad there.
Yeah.
Leadership 7, so roll d6 and see what we get.
You won.
Yeah! Okay, so reality blinks and you get d3 back.
Yep.
2 Seekers come back. Are they on full wounds?
Yes.
Nasty. So in a flash of unreality, 2 more Seekers appear on the battle grid, and that is the end of the 13th turn 1. I'm going to ditch hold the line because to score it in my next turn, there can't be any enemy units in your deployment zone, and my deployment zone will be crawling with enemy units. You ditch psychological warfare at the end of your last turn, but I do get a point for first blood. However, you get 2 points for defending that objective up there. So it's 3 points to 1 in favour of the Slaanesh Demons as we go into Chaos. Turn 2. Here are Slaanesh's orders in turn 1. Turn 2, basically charge. Mission critical objective 1. That's the one the Lieutenant Karras is stood on, right in my deployment zone. And Cycle of Life is killing an infantry unit. Glory of Khorne is kill a character. That'll be a point for killing infantry. That'll be a point for killing a character. There's extra rules here if you kill demons, but I obviously don't have demons. I only pray to the majesty of the God Emperor of mankind.
Not killing demons. It's if a demon of a certain faction gets it, then it's extra.
Okay.
But I don't have those gods because they're the lesser gods.
Lesser gods? Yes. I like it.
Because there is only Slaanesh.
Get objective 1, kill infantry, kill a character. Here we are after the demons movement phase. They need to score objective 1, which is there, and kill a character. Now that's going to be very tough this turn because most of my characters are tucked back, except for the Libby who's in there. The other thing they need to do is just kill an infantry squad for a point. And we had lots and lots of advancing. And in the combat phase, there's going to be lots of inappropriate touching going on. And you should definitely be able to score a point there. This thing advanced because it's in range of itself, so it can advance and charge. The Keeper of Secrets, that's a 6-inch there. All of these guys here advancing up the gut, they're all within 6-inch range of the Herald.
Yes.
Hillary or Harold the Herald. It's either Hillary or Harold.
Let's say Hillary.
Okay, well, I don't want to assume the gender of anyone in the Slaanesh thing because
yes, this is true.
Because it's completely.
Yeah, Hillary can be a boy's name as well. So.
It could be, yeah.
So let's call it Hillary the Herald.
Hillary the Herald.
Hillary the Herald. Yeah.
And this thing here didn't advance though. The chariot is 6 inches away from the bike there. So yeah, there's about to be a wave of purple and pain crash into the 13th lines, and then you advanced everything in the back as well. So we've got 60 demonettes and the demon prince and the soul grinder advancing as well. You've left a big gap in the backfield here, but ultimately you want your army right up in my grill, and you are doing that. You've got the right flank, you've got the left flank, still got those Terminators in reserve. So after you completely crush me, the counterpunch from the Terminators in Chaplainstow needs to be considerable. Otherwise, it's going to be a very short game. Right, let's go on to the psychic phase. Right, Hillary the Herald casting Delightful Agonies on this squad of Seekers here. And you pass.
Yes.
Now, that's a 10. You are in Deny the Hood range, Psychic Hood. I'm not going to deny that because I'm going to need... It gives me +1, so I'd need 10 to deny. You can have that. They're delightfully agonied up. Yes. Can this do another psychic power?
No, only one.
Okay, next?
Next we're going to cast Symphony of Pain.
Right.
And that will be from the Keeper onto the Scouts here.
Sounds delightful.
It does. That
11.
Goes off. So you are now -1 to all your hit rolls.
Am I?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, you can have that. I don't know. What else is it doing? This got 2 powers.
This will also smite.
Smite. Okay, smite me. Stop trying to smite me and smite me. That's a 3. That doesn't work.
No.
Any more psychic shenanigans? They're up here, aren't they?
They're up here and they're out of range, and they're all offensive spells, really. So
okay.
Yeah.
So that's it. So they're delightfully agonied up. They're -1 to hit. Let's go on to the shooting phase. Soul Grinder advance, so it's not shooting?
No, it can't, because it's both heavies on both the weapons.
And
so
have these guys got any guns? They don't look like they've got any guns.
Let's measure it up, because there might be a whippy attack coming through.
A whippy attack?
Yeah, but I think that's more than 6 inches.
No.
Yeah, that's more than 6 inches.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a 6-inch charge, but more than 6 inches, so out of whip range.
Out of whip range. So that's it for the psychic and the shooting phase. Now we're going to do some charges all the way across the line. Where do you want to start?
Because I'm here.
Here. Right. Chariot on attack bike? Or do you want the fiends to eat the Overwatch? Because one of them could tag it and then the chariot gets in.
Yeah, I'm going to charge chariot first.
Okay.
Because the fiends have the ability to lock anything without the fly keyword in combat, so they're a bit more precious to me.
So once they're in close combat, I can't fall back?
Correct.
With the fiends. Right, let's do the multi-melter then, because this could hurt. I need a 6. I don't get a 6. And then the bolt guns. 1 hit. Doesn't wound. You need a 6, sir. Have you got dice? You've got dice. The chariot makes it in. Yeah, it's 6.5 inches away. So the chariot makes it into the attack bike, followed up by the fiends, and then this unit of seekers charged that squad there. The herald charged this attack bike, and this unit of seekers charged the attack bike, and that unit of tactical marines. When all those charges happened, I killed 1 in this squad and put 1 down to 1 wound, but charges all the way across the line there. And then my librarian, who wasn't declared as a subject of a charge, has heroically intervened and stepped up, ready to lay down some pain. And then over here, Keeper of Secrets declared a charge on the scouts, and I put a wound on it.
It is.
It's down to 15 wounds.
Tickled him.
You just need a 6 to make this charge. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yes, that was like a 9 or something.
Yeah.
It's worth mentioning, you also spent a command point in the movement phase because you rolled a 1 for advance on this thing.
Yes.
To re-roll it, and you got another 1.
So,
yeah, you're down to 4 command points left. The Keeper of Secrets comes flying in there. And now let's fight. Starting with the Keeper of Secrets. 6 attacks.
6 attacks.
Hitting on 2s. And re-rolling, I'm sure.
Not for the hit.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Many hits. Strength?
Strength is...
Huge.
7.
7?
7.
So you're
because
only
I took
on
the Soul
3s.
Stealer Blade,
Right.
not the normal blade,
Okay.
which would be Strength 8.
Okay. So 3s to wound. Interesting.
Rerolling any ones.
Everything got through. And it's minus huge.
It's AP -3, 3 damage apiece. So.
Right. Every single one of those scouts gets wiped out and dies screaming.
And
Oh, yeah.
I get to 1-up and
Yeah, because you killed something, you get your wound back. Is it for every model you kill?
For every model.
Whoa, so if it had taken 5 wounds, it would have just got 5 wounds back again. That's a beautiful thing. Then the Keeper of Secrets consolidates into that tactical squad. Now I am spending 2 command points to interrupt, because there's only 4 fiends here, because I killed 1 in Overwatch. And the Librarian can strike. Do I strike with the Librarian just to catch? So the tactical squad has 6 attacks. But he has 3 attacks, and he hits on 3s and wounds on 2s with a stave, whereas these guys would be hitting on 3s and wounding on 3s with 6 attacks. No, I'll hit with the tactical squad, and I've spent another command point on Scions of Gulliman, so I'm going to get to reroll all my hits. And I'm within range of Garrus for my reroll and hit rolls of wound rolls of 1. So it's going to be 3s to hit against these Seekers, and I reroll all hits because of Scions of Gulliman. That's nice, all 6 hits. The Sergeant's got an extra attack there, that's why it's 6. And 3s to wound, and re-rolling, okay, that many wounds. So 5 up invulnerable saves, or... Because you didn't put warp surge on them.
No, I didn't.
No.
Mistakes were made.
Yeah. You passed 2 of them anyway, but you have got Delightful Agonies on that squad. So 6s ignore wounds, you ignore 1 of the wounds, so 1 of them was a bit injured, so there's 3 left in that squad. Right, now back to the Fiend squad that just got smacked. This guy is hitting the attack bike.
Yes.
And these 2 are hitting the squad that they charged. So 2 attacks into the attack bike. These guys hit on 3s.
Yeah.
And their strength?
4. Because they're close to the Herald.
Yep. You need 5s to wound. That is a wound, and it's AP -1?
Yeah. So that was a 6, so it's AP -4.
Okay, I don't get a save. How much damage does it do?
1.
1 damage. Attack bites come with 4 wounds. It's down to 3 left.
Okay.
And then we have the other attacks going that way. There's a sergeant.
No, I need to do the...
oh, the tongue.
The tongue bath.
The tongue bath.
Yes. So on that one. No, they both fail.
Okay. And yeah, there's a sergeant equivalent here. So there's 5 attacks going into the squad, right?
Yeah.
3s to hit. That's bad. Did they get to reroll hit rolls of anything because there's a Keeper of Secrets stood next to them shouting at them?
No.
No? Okay. But they are strength 4 because of the Herald.
Yeah.
Hillary the Herald. And you wound a -1. I need a 4. I fail. A Marine dies and then the tongue bath happens. That's 4 more because there's 2 attacks each with the lickety-lick tongues. 3s. 3 hits. And...
Strength 4. And that's AP dash.
Is it?
So, yeah.
And that's AP dash as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 up saves. 1 Marine's died so far. 2 Marines die in total. And it looks like this. Now on to Hillary the Herald, hitting the attack bike on 3 wounds left. The Herald has 4 attacks.
4 attacks?
Yep.
So hitting on 2s?
2s, nice. 3 hits. And strength 4 still, right?
Strength 5.
Nice.
Because obviously +1 to strength includes herself.
Okay, so 4's to wound. The bike is toughness 5. And these are -1?
They're both -1.
4s. I failed both of them. It's on 1 wound left, and the tongue licks out and hits once. And
doesn't do anything.
Doesn't wound. The attack bike is going to survive this. After Hillary, this squad of Seekers attacking these 4 tactical Marines. And the Seekers kill 3 in that squad, leaving 1 tactical Marine bravely standing by. And then we're going on to the Fiends. You've just activated them and piled in. Piled in weirdly. 1 coming round this way, the other 2 putting their attacks on the attack bike. So what are they hitting with? How are they hitting?
Okay, so I'm using 2 of their 4 attacks to do the Vicious Barbed Tails. So I'm going to roll them separately.
Okay.
So the 2 Barbed Tail attacks first will be hitting on 3s.
Yeah. Both hit. Strength?
Strength is 4.
Okay, wounding on 5s?
No.
No wounds. And then the other attacks hit on 3s. And these are strength?
Same.
Strength same?
Yeah, so strength 4.
Okay.
Ooh.
There's a strength 5.
They're going to be, the Herald.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So winning on 4th.
Okay.
And AP minus many?
AP -1 on those 2.
Yeah.
AP -4 on that one.
So that's a straight wound. These are 4 up saves. The bike is on 2 wounds left. After that fight, we are now consolidating, and you have to consolidate towards the closest enemy model. And why have you consolidated into the Tactical Marine, sir?
By using the power of my brain, I realised that if I just consolidated kind of this way, then you have the potential to fall back out of that combat. And it allows all of these blue things to basically shoot my purple things.
Yes.
And I don't like that.
Right.
So by moving this way and being a bit canny, I can lock that in combat and that in combat, making my stuff a bit safer. Yeah,
I like it because I could just fall back and then shoot at these, but you can't fall back from fiends.
Correct.
So all I need to do now is fail a morale test.
Yes. And then everything is for naught.
Yeah. Okay, so now we've got the chariot attacking that attack bike.
Okay.
On a 6, when chariots go charging in, well, basically you roll for every single model that it charges.
Mm-hmm.
And on a 6, it does a mortal wound as it rams into them. Very good for horde clearing, not so good against a lone attack bike. This technically happened at the end of the charge phase, but it doesn't do a mortal wound. Now it's got 1,000,000 attacks. Right. So this is very interesting. Never seen these things before. I don't think anyone has. This is a very unique army, you know.
Thank you.
Have you ever seen anyone else play with an army as purpley and as gorgeous as this? I haven't in all the battle reports I've seen. Anyway, many attacks. What's it hitting with?
It's hitting with claws and whips.
Claws and whips.
So this is 5 attacks.
Okay.
Okay, hitting on 3s.
Claws and whips are strength 4, so 5's to wound. 2 wounds, AP?
AP is -1.
-1, 4 up saves. Attack bike still lives, but you've got other attacks?
Yes, there's 4 licky tongue attacks.
4 licky tongue attacks. 3's to hit. Everything hits. 5's to wound. And that's the doorbell. I wonder if that camera picked it up. Nothing. So the attack bike lives on 2 wounds left. Interesting. Noel, I expected more.
I did too.
I thought there'd be more dead blue things.
I wanted more dead blue things, but it seems that everything that is left just doesn't want to drop.
No. So now I'm going to pile in and fight back. Right, the Marines strike back. The attack bike hit the fiends, as did this lone hero there, into this unit of fiends, because they're toughness 4. Put 2 wounds on one. They're 4 wounds each. Now we're coming round to this pile here. This unit piled in, and there's the attack bike. So what I'm going to do is activate this squad. He's not going to fight, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4 models there attacking the injured fiends. And one of them's a sergeant. He's got an extra attack. And a chainsword, another extra attack. So I've actually got 4, 5, 6 attacks. 6 attacks from this squad into the fiends. I hit on 3s. Only hit 3 times. I'm wounding on 3s. And I wound 3 times on this fiend squad. One's on 1 wound. 5 up saves. You make all this. Oh no, you fail 1. Delightful agonies on that squad, I remember. Nope. So that guy there who's injured is now mushed. And then this guy has to pile in 3 inches to the closest enemy model, which will be your herald. Do I really want to hurt the herald? Because what I could do is pile in closer, so I'm in base. But also now I'm in an inch to that squad. Yes, let's hit that squad. No, we'll do that in a minute. That was cheating. He goes back. We'll do the Libby because he might wipe them out. Maybe.
Could be a thing.
Could be a thing. He's got 3 attacks. He hits on 3s. He only hits once. He's not going to wipe them out. Strength 6 with a stave. 2's to wound. That's a wound minus a lot. And you don't make the save.
Because I didn't use the green dice.
Yeah. It's a 4 stave. Does D3 damage for 2 damage. That's 2 delightful agonies on that squad, sir. No, I kill 1 more. Okay. Interestingly, you lost 4 in this turn.
Yeah.
So morale could be a thing for you.
So I'm going to, just on the off chance,
pull him away.
Pull the sergeant equivalent away, because only the banner can chuck the D3 back, potentially.
D3 back?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
For reality blinks.
Is it?
Morale, yeah.
But why can't the sergeant do that? Morality blink?
Because it needs to be the icon.
Oh, it needs to be this guy in case you roll a 1.
The icon has the rule for reality blink.
Right.
Oh, no, hang on a minute. No. I've confused myself.
We'll check the rules. The attack bike will hit your herald anyway. Hillary, the herald's not long for this world. I hit twice. Is it an increased toughness on this thing? Because I am strength 4.
It is still toughness 3.
I do a wound on Hillary. 5 up save. Hillary takes it. It is a boss. Right, that's the end of the fight phase. You did kill an infantry unit. The Keeper of Secrets came through like a wrecking ball and absolutely Miley Cyrus that unit of scouts. So there's a point. So it's 4 points to 1. We need to do some morale. Leadership 7, because that guy isn't my sergeant, and I want to fail this. So I'm not locked up with this squad of dudes here. I lost 3 this turn. 3 plus 3, and I can choose to reroll that with And They Shall Know No Fear. So I am going to try and reroll this. Basically, he's been ordered to fall back. 1, no. I hold. Which means he's going to stand there fighting these guys, and I can't shoot them. 4 guys lost. If you roll a 1, you're good.
Yeah.
I think a 2 or a 3 more. Anyway, let's roll for that unit of Seekers.
Yeah, so I did double check it. It is the icon rule. So.
It is the icon. Yeah. Okay.
So, be a 1. No,
6.
because it's the opposite of a 1.
That's the opposite of a 1. That reality does not blink that time, and that unit of Seekers disappears. And interestingly, I thought you'd do more damage. I thought both of the bikes would have been wiped out there, particularly with this chariot come charging through. However, I can't attack the Seekers because they're locked in combat. I can't attack the Fiends because they're locked in combat. I can't pull back this bike here because they're locked up in combat. And there is a massive demon about to descend straight into my lines. And it's 4 points to 1 in favour of the Slaanesh Demons. The 13th have been pushed back and pushed back hard. However, in turn 2, Chaplain Snow and the First Company will arrive. Let's go on to the 13th. Turn 2. Right, here are my orders in turn 2. Honor the chapter. A character needs to take a wound off a character, there's a point. And Witch Hunter, kill a Psyker, there's a point. Now, Hillary, the Herald, has exposed itself, which Slaanesh is rather fond of doing. So I potentially could get Honor the chapter from Witch Hunter. Secure Objective 3, however, deep within the Slaanesh's lines. And I'm not going to get that one. Right, here we are after my movement phase. Chaplain Snow and the Terminators have arrived with a bang. There's Objective 3 over there. So not getting that one. However, kill a character and hurt a character with a character. There's my Librarian. Just a smite will do it potentially, or shoot him or hit him in the assault phase. There'll be a point. And that's also Witch Hunter as well. So that took a long time. Terribly sorry.
It's fine.
And lots of very careful measuring. No advancing whatsoever. As mentioned, the attack bike and him can't fall out of combat. So the Fiends and the Chariot and the Seekers are all immune to shooting this turn because they're within an inch of an enemy model. So what happened was, I think he's dead and he's dead in my assault phase, which means then you pile in and then potentially I've screened off. I'm screening off so that the guys that I can't shoot can't get through here next turn. And even if they could get through here, there was a unit of scouts which have strung all the way along, another screen. And the unit of 3 are there forming another screen against the Keeper of Secrets. And there's a screen there. So I've got multiple overlapping screens. I think that's how you play 40k.
I think that is. Tactically, it makes a lot of sense to me.
Tactically, that makes sense. And potentially it keeps the little castle and Karas alive for one more turn after we do the assaults and after you smack some stuff down and after you come piling in. So potentially I can unload some Daka on the Keeper and maybe kill him. If I don't kill him, he's going to nom his way through some stuff and recover all of those wounds. So kill him, kill Hillary, and then the Terminators with Bolted Discipline. Rapid Fire 2 becomes Rapid Fire 4 at 24-inch range. They always get it. So that's 20 shots or 40 shots into these unit Fiends. And so clear away some stuff here. Hopefully hurt some of your big characters, and then it leaves this chunk, and that's a problem for tomorrow's winters. Next turn winters. I'll deal with that later. It also gives me some board presence because there's 3 objectives up here. Terminators move very slowly, but there are 3 objectives up here, and line breaker is a thing. I need these options. I couldn't just drop them back there and build a castle and shoot because then you're only going in one direction. This at least gives you some options, some choices.
Yeah.
Do you go forward or backwards or left or right? Which way? Well, yeah. Okay, so let's do some psychic stuff.
I have to use my brain.
Yeah, and we don't like using our brains.
No, I'm not good at using my brain.
No. So we're going to do Null Zone. I need an 8 for him. Mm-hmm. And it will... Oh, no, there's a red dice. It will... Yes, I need an 8. It will shut down invulnerable saves in this general area. That's an 8. Would you like to try and deny that?
I think I will.
Or are you going to hold on to the smite? You need 9 to deny this, sir. Yeah, you're using your brain again.
I am. I don't like it. Where's Libby?
He's there.
He's there. So that's the thing that's doing the thing. So
yes.
I can deny with him.
Yeah, you could.
Deny with.
Yeah. You've got multiple. Yeah. Okay.
I will try and deny you.
So a 9, a 9 from the keeper then. 9. No,
that's a 6.
Null zone happens, which means everything within 6 inches of him doesn't have an invulnerable save. That's quite useful. Now I'm going to try and smite Hillary. And I fail. I need a command point this. I pass on an 8, so Hillary needs a 9 to deny this.
Okay, come on, Hillary.
And you get an 11. Woo, what a boss. Okay, so I haven't wounded her with a character yet. So what I'm going to do is unpin the grenade and throw it at her.
It's a logical choice.
Yeah, and I'm going to be hitting on a 3. And a hit. And it's strength 6. Your toughness 4 or 3?
Toughness 3.
Okay, so wounding on a 2. And a wound. She doesn't have an invulnerable save, it's AP -1. What's her normal save?
Her normal save is 6 up, so that's a straight up wound.
Way, D3 damage with a crack grenade. 3 damage on Hillary, and a character's wounded a character. That'll be a point. So my librarian has honoured the chapter, has honoured the 13th. What a boss. Now we're going on to the Terminators, and these guys over here are going to chuck everything they can into this unit of Fiends. You've got 4 command points left.
Yes.
And you're aware that there's going to be many shots coming into the Fiends, and many shots to Keeper of the Secrets, and you can spend 2 command points on Warp Surge, and you're thinking again, do you want to protect the Fiends, or do you want to protect the Keeper?
Fiends, mind.
Keeper. Because right now I'm targeting the Fiends.
You are. But I think the Keeper is more precious to me, so... I think... Yes, no, okay, yeah.
You're not Warp Surging the Fiends?
Not Warp Surging the Fiends.
I'm going to spend a command point on Scions of Guilliman. If it's a tactical squad, they get to re-roll all hits, but because they're Terminators, I'm going to be re-rolling hit rolls of 1 into the Fiends. But they got 4 wounds each.
Yeah.
And the Cyclone Missile Launcher is going to hit.
No, I'm still happy.
You're still happy?
It's still happy.
Okay.
It's going to hurt. But...
Bolt of Discipline into these guys here, hitting on 3s and re-rolling the 1s. With the re-roll, that was 17 hits with the Storm Bolters, but they're strength 4, and these guys are toughness 4.
Yeah.
So, wounding on 4s. Oh, Mella. 8 wounds, 8 5-up saves. Good luck. How many wounds do they have each? 4?
4. So I save 3.
Yes.
So that's 1, that's a dead fiend.
Dead fiend.
And that's 1 on 3 wounds.
Okay. Then the Cyclone Missile Launcher will fire out as well. It's heavy, so I'm hitting on 4s. But I am re-rolling 1. And a fail. Right, this is what it looks like. And now the second squad of Terminators are firing in, hitting on 3s. No re-rolls this time. 14 hits, wounding on 4s. 9 5-up saves.
Okay. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 saved. So by the power of maths, that's another dead fiend and 1 on 2 wounds.
Quad Heavy Bolter is the only thing that can see it. I've spent a command point on Wisdom of the Ancients again. I've put it on that one, because if I put it on that one, then these guys don't get the reroll hit rolls of 1. But if I put it on that one, then yeah, reroll hit rolls of 1 coming up. Hitting on 3s. And rerolling the 1, 2, there's some 1s. 8 hits, wounding on 3s and rerolling 1s because there's a lieutenant stood next to them. So I get 6 wounds through, 6 5-up saves.
Woo!
Really?
Yahtzee!
The fiend is alive on 1 wound left. I'm going to have to see the other rapier battery, can't see him. Really? 1 minute, I found a gun. Chaplain Snow has the Primarch's Wrath, which can turn around. Let's see if Snow can finish him off. 3s to hit. He hits 3 times. It's strength 5, the Primarch's Wrath, so it's 3s to wound. He wounds twice. 2 more 5-up saves to keep that fiend alive. And it is dead, fortunately, because there wasn't anything else really that could reach out and touch him. Right, now we're firing this squad. And the sergeant is going to fire at Hillary, the Herald. Actually, everyone here has to fire at Hillary. No, these guys can't fire. These 2 can fire at Hillary. Mm-hmm. No, he's close. Yes, they're closer to Hillary. They can fire at Hillary. Mm-hmm. The other ones can't because that's a character and I had to use them to screen. So just these two guys. He'll actually chuck a grenade. Let's do that. 3s to hit and 2s to wound. That's a wound at -1. You don't get a save because of null zone. Yeah, maybe he should have fired the melter that way. No, they were both going this way because if I missed, I missed.
Yeah.
D3 for 3. Hillary's dead.
D3 for 3.
D3 for 2, sorry. That's 2 wounds. It was on 2 wounds left.
That's Providence.
That's Witch Hunter. And Honour the chapter. That's 2 points. I've got some points. So they've fired.
Poor Hillary.
Right, now we're going on to the attack bug. It fell out of combat, so -1. And it's got a melter. So -2 on the melter. Firing up at the Keeper of Secrets. I need a 5. I fail. And 4s with the bolt guns. 2 hits and 5s to wound. No wounds. Okay, let's continue unloading on the Keeper of Secrets. And Noel is Warp Surgeon, obviously, down to 2 command points left, which gives the Keeper a 4-up invulnerable save. This squad of 3 in front. There's a Flamer there and the Bolter, and they didn't fall out of combat, and I'm going to chuck a grenade. So the grenade is a hit, and it's strength 6. I think it's toughness 7, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't wound. The bolt gun version, which will be 4s, because I'm also firing the Flamer, and the other bolt gun on the other dude, which will be 3s. This squad is not re-rolling, and this is 5s to wound, and then the Flamer, because it's all the same set. 6 hits with a Flamer. I will burn the demon. 5s to wound, burn demon, burn. Yeah, that's much burning, big wow. That many saves on your Keeper of Secrets with a 4-up warp surgedness goodness. Let's see if you can get all those 6s again. No. 3 wounds. So now he's on fire, which means because you're on fire, all my shots will hit you now, right? Because it's burning.
No.
Because I can see you very clearly.
No, ephemeral things. So just, yeah, no.
13 wounds to get through. Right, so this squad in front are re-rolling 1s because of Wisdom of the Ancient and to hit, and re-rolling 1s to wound because there's Lieutenant Karras. And there is a combi melter here. I'll only fire the melter part. And then all the other shots into the Keeper of Secrets. 3s to hit and a 3 to wound. I wound 4-up invulnerable save, which you make. That's very fortunate because it would have stung a bit.
Yes.
Chuck the grenade, hits, doesn't. Oh no, reroll 1 because of the lieutenant. Wounds and D3 damage. 1 more wound, and then we'll do the remaining 3 bolters, which are in rapid fire range. Rerolling 1s because of wisdom. So 4 hits and 5s to wound. Reroll the 1. Look at that. 3 more wounds. Target acquired, my friend. Target. You're on fire, you see. It means you're easy to hit. So 3 more 4-up invulnerable saves. You fail 1 more wound. If it bleeds, we can kill it. How many wounds has it got left?
It's now onto 11.
Onto 11 wounds. Right, let's do the Rapier Battery. Point blank range, fill it with 12 shots of a heavy bolter, mass reactive death. 3s. Reroll the 1s. 8 hits with reroll and 5s to wound. And reroll the 1s. That was 1 wound so far. Okay, 1 wound with mass reactive death. 1 4-up save. And you make the save. Okay. Lieutenant bolt pistol. Reroll because of wisdom. Hits. Wounds. Lieutenant Karras scores a wound, which you don't save. Of course he does. Gets you in the eye socket. 10 wounds left. Then we have this squad of scouts. Some of them will not be able to fire because of line of sight. Yeah, and they completely whiffed. Even though he's burning on fire, they completely whiffed. Right. 2 twin link las cannons. Let's destroy this demon. Hitting on 2s because I'm a Mortis Contempt to Dreadnought. Strength 9, so I'm wounding on 3s. And I'm re-rolling 1s because there's a lieutenant there. 4 wounds on that demon. Yes, it is excessive. You quite like it, don't you, when it's excessive like that? You like it? 4 vulnerable saves. You make 2. Command point? What are we doing now?
We're command point reroll.
Command point reroll.
So
50-50 chance. 4 up.
This is a 4-up. There you go.
Oh. You make it. Okay. So just D6 damage. For 5 damage. It's on 5 left.
Yeah.
Right. The last thing left to fire. A Venerable Dreadnought. Matthias himself, in fact. He's achieved Venerable status because they're just too good not to take Venerable Dreadnoughts. Twin linked Laz. 2s and 3s. 2 more wounds. 2 more 4-up invulnerable saves. Good luck. Is are the Chaos Gods with you? Yes. Because you're going to recruit wounds if you get into the fight phase, right?
Yeah.
There is a missile launcher. Don't want to alarm you, but there is a missile launcher, which hits on 2. And it re-rolls because of Wisdom of the Ancients. That's a hit. It wounds on a 3 and re-rolls 1s because of the Lieutenant. It wounds. 1 more 4-up invulnerable save. 5 wounds left on your demon. Die, demon. You make the save. The Keeper of Secrets will live. 1 minute, I found a gun. This attack bike here. 24-inch range on the multi-mounter. Can hit your Keeper of Secrets. He moved though. Let's warm up with some twin bolters with bolter's discipline. 4 shots. And wound on 5s. I do a wound. A 4-up invulnerable save on the Keeper of Secrets.
No, that's a 1.
No, that's a 1. 4 left. And the multi-misser will hit on a 4. So, for the Emperor, it misses. I could command point that. I've got 4 command points left.
You're going to do it, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going to command point now. I miss. And that's the end of my shooting phase. So this thing's got 4 wounds left, and every model it kills, it gets a wound, and then it gets D3 back at the end of the fight phase, so long as it kills. It's basically, it's going to be fine. But you can't warp surge it anymore.
No.
But you did spending that command point to keep it alive was the thing, because it would have had 4 wounds left, and then it would have had to eat another las cannon. Yeah. Right, we're going to go into the fight phase. I'm out of charge range with my Terminators because I managed to kill that unit of Seekers there, so they are not charging. All we've got left is the Fiends and the Chariots and the Seekers attacking 1 Tactical Marine and 1 Biker. And the Fiends killed the Bike and the Seekers killed the 1 Lone Tactical Marine and consolidate forward. It means the Chariot doesn't get to move, but they are here locking up this unit of 5. And what I'm going to do is these 2, he's within an, no he's not, because these 2 are going to hit the Fiends because that's all I can hit. And I hit once, and 1's already injured, see. And I wound. 5-up invulnerable save on the Seekers. No, so this one goes down to 1 wound. And then the 3 remaining guys will hit the Seekers. So there's 3 there, and that guy's got 2 extra attacks because of his chainsword. 3's to hit, and 2 more wounds. 2 wounds on these guys. Okay. 2 5-ups. And you lose 1 more. Now, interestingly enough, morale is still a thing. Yes. If you roll a 1, reality is going to blink on that squad, but a 6, you're fine anyway. 4, no, because a 6 plus 1 is 7, you would have passed. But if you'd have rolled a 1, 3 more Fiends, Seekers, these guys would have come back again. Anyway, that's the end of the fight phase. And at the end of my turn, I'm not securing Objective 3, which is there. In fact, I'm going to ditch that one. I haven't charged the Keeper of Secrets because that would be suicide. I could put in 2 Tactical Marines and hit him on 3s and try and wound him on 5s, but he's got a 4-up invulnerable save with 4 wounds left. And then he just eats a chunk of them in my turn, and then my screen's gone, and then you charge through and kill Dreadnoughts in your turn. Yes. So it doesn't make tactical sense charging him this turn. But yeah, I do get 2 points for honoring the chapter and killing a witch, which makes it 3 points to 4. 3 points to 4, and that's the mission critical objective there. If you take that, you get a point, but if you take it and I previously controlled it, that'll be D. 3 points. So 3 points to 4. It is 1 point is in it, just 1 point, as we go into Slaanesh Demons, turn 3. Here are the orders for the Slaanesh Demons. Get Objective 1, Master the Warp. Now, 1 Psychic Power, and that's a point. Get 3, and that's D, 3 points. And secure Objective 6, well, the Keeper of Secrets is stood right on it. I don't think it wants to stay there, though. I think it wants to go and beat up some Space Marines. Right, here we are after the Demons movement phase. There's the mission critical objective. There's the other objective there. I don't know if the Keeper of Secrets will be controlling it at the end of this turn. Something might be, though, such as the Demonettes that advanced up. So those are the 2 objectives you want to get, plus hopefully 3 psychic powers for Master the Warp. Now the plan is, there's a unit of 3 tactical marines there. If you smite a couple, and then that demon prince has made sure he's closest in line of sight to them. There's 3 guys there. You could smite them out of the way, which means the Keeper of Secrets could charge into the second wave, which puts them perilously close to my gun line. Meanwhile, everything around here advancing because they're in range of all their characters, including the Soul Grinder, which means they can charge, and they're staying surreptitiously away from the Terminators that have appeared on the other side of the battle grid. Looking a little bit exposed, looking a little bit out of position now, but as I said, there are many objectives up there, so hopefully I can pull a couple of objective cards and score some points. But the Slaanesh Demons only know one way, and the way is this way. Take out the castle. The chariot moving in for the attack bike. All of these guys, if you remember, they've already consolidated and are already in close combat with this screen here. And there's pretty much some guaranteed charges. This attack bike's on 1 wound left. Those demonettes could go in. Basically, after some smiting and some charging, you'll be much, much closer to my lines, deep up in my deployment zone, and the Terminators will be left out on the flank wondering where everyone has got to. So let's move on to the psychic phase. Starting off with the Demon Prince, Celeste, the Herald, and the Demon Prince. Smiting this squad down here next to the Keeper of Secrets, you need a 5. And that passes. D3 mortal wounds. And that's 3. You just rinse that squad, which leaves the charge open and ready for the Keeper of Secrets. Now the Keeper of Secrets is casting
Symphony of Pain first of all.
Okay.
And that will be on, obviously, that squad there.
This squad right in front of him?
Yeah.
Symphony of Pain, it's a -1 to hit, right? If you get this off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, on a 6.
Okay.
That's a 3.
That's a 3. That fails.
That's not good.
Do you want to spend your last command point to try and get D3 points for Master the Warp, or are you happy with the 1 point for Mastering of the Warpage? Because you've only got 1 more psychic power to do. You can do 2, right?
Let's do it.
Yeah? You're going to spend the last command point? Yeah. Okay. No. And that fails. No Symphony of Pain, but you will get 1 point for Mastering the Warp. Yep. What else does he want to do?
He is then going to be angry because he didn't get the D3 points and he's going to smite that.
Okay. Smiting up. Smiting away. That's a super smite. I will try and deny that. Mm-hmm. I get +1 to deny because of my librarian. Basically, because of the psychic code, I need an 11. I don't deny it. It'll do D6 mortal wounds to that unit in front of him. For 5, that squad is entirely wiped out. And my screen collapses. That makes things very interesting. Very interesting. Where are we going for the shooting phase? Not that you have much shooting. The Soul Grinder advanced.
Right, so I'm going to do the whips on that Seeker Chariot.
Yes.
Onto the attack bike.
Okay.
Okay, that's Assault D6.
Okay.
So 4.
5 little whippies come out.
1, 2,
Does hit on 3s as well? Or 4s?
These hit on 3s.
Okay.
So that's 2.
Yep. Strength 4, wounding on 5s.
Ooh.
Oh, they both wound. 3 up saves because it's AP dash. And the bike manages to take a nice whipping. Mm-hmm. So the last thing that can really fire is the harp. It's got 2 firing modes in a range of 18 and 24. And there are targets. But you're not going to fire that harp.
No, it's going to show, for Slaanesh, it's weird, it's going to show some restraint. Okay,
so you're not going to make a magic melody because you don't want to make any charges longer.
Yes, I don't want to make any charges longer, and anything that the Enrapturous kills then denies a wound being recouped by the Keeper.
Right. So that's it for the shooting phase?
Yes.
So we're going to do some charges?
Yes.
Nice. Chariot charging the biker. Can I hit with a multi-melter? No. And then the bolters, 1 hit. Doesn't wound, and it's in. After the chariot crashed in, we went across to the demonettes, charging the librarian and the bike. I killed 1 on Overwatch. Basically, don't roll snake eyes, and you're fine. You're fine. But a 5 means not everyone is going to get to fight. And the demonettes mind the gap, come charging through. They've got +1 inch to their charge because of the icon, the instrument, something.
The instrument, yeah.
Instrument, +1 to their charge, they move 6. Any more charges, sir?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Where's the big boy going?
Okay,
or
so
girl,
now the big boy / girl /
thing
will be doing a multi-charge because basically everything's locked in, and we'll be going for the attack by the librarian and this squad here.
Okay, I can't overwatch you. Everything's engaged. Let's see how far you get in the charge. Again, try not to roll snake eyes. Yeah, 5. That's enough on the bike, I think. So the keeper ends up here with some pile-in moves, and it's going to do its sword attack on the squad and the claw attacks into the bike. Hitting on 2s, where are we starting first?
Okay, so we start with the squad.
Yes.
So hitting on 2s.
Yes. Everything hits. Nice. And these claws are strength or sword?
The sword is strength 7.
Okay, 3s to wound.
Reroll on the 1s. Reroll.
AP minus.
This is AP minus 3 damage.
All of it AP minus 3?
Yes.
So I need a bunch of 6s. And there's 5 models there. And they get wiped out to a man. And the tactical squad was strung all the way along there. They're completely wiped out, which puts you immediately back up to 9 wounds.
Yeah.
Love it. And now it's got 4 snapping claw attacks because it's back up to 9 wounds on the bikes, hitting on 2s. And everything hits. Strength 6 versus toughness 5. 3s to wound. 2 wounds. AP?
AP is minus 3 and 3 damage each.
Minus 3, 3 damage each. I need boxcars to keep the biker alive. Dead biker. And that's another wound back up to your Keeper of Secrets. Back up to 10 wounds. And it looks like this. And now the demonettes get to pile in. And the demonettes pile in like this. Now, if there was 20 or more models, you'd have 3 attacks each per model. But I killed one on Overwatch. There's only 19 there. So there's 2 attacks each. However, only 9 managed to make it into combat because you're trailing back. These guys are strength 3. Because you've trailed back, you're strength 4. And you're hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1 because of that nice tail, with 18 attacks.
Plus 1 for the sergeant equivalent.
Plus 1 for the sergeant, yes, okay, 19 attacks. 3s, and then 1's re-rolling. So winning on 4s.
Yep.
And this is all AP minus 1, and 6s are AP minus 4.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, Slaanesh's number.
Slaanesh's number. Lots of target acquired, and the librarian gets dragged down by a horde of demonettes. And the demonettes consolidate towards the closest enemy models, which is my castle over this side. And on to objective 6. Well played, sir.
Thank you.
Absolutely brutal. A tactical squad wiped out. My librarian wiped out. That attack bike wiped out. That's more like it. And now we are on to this chariot hitting this lone attack bike on this flank. Fortunately, he is uninjured. But we have the attacks coming in. Oh, yeah. On a 6, you do a mortal wound when you charge.
Oh, yes. Well reminded. Yes.
Yes, okay. So that's 1 wound down. 3 more to get through.
Okay. So hitting on 3s.
Yep. Only 2 hits. And this is strength 4, you say?
Yes.
So 5's to wound. No wounds. And then the licking tongues.
Yes.
4 more attacks with the licking tongues.
That's
Hit
2.
twice. 5's to wound. 2 more wounds.
At AP dash.
AP dash. I make the save. So that bike only takes 1 wound, and he hits back on 3s, and he will wound on a 5. Doesn't wound. And that is the end of Slaanesh Demons turn 3. It's 6 points to 3 because you got Master the Warp, and you're securing objective 6 over here. So 6 points to 3. And more importantly, my castle is completely collapsed. I've got just a unit of scouts and Sergeant Karas here, along with 2 rapier batteries and my 2 dreadnoughts.
Got a couple of rolls.
A couple of rolls for what?
To check on them around.
Reality blinks, yeah. On a 1 you get it back. No.
So that demonette stays dead.
Oh yeah.
The
D3 more wounds back on the Keeper of Secrets.
Sinestra's hand. So yeah.
So 1 more wound. It's back up to 11 wounds out of 16. I got it down to 5. It's now back up to 11.
Yes.
That's a great little ability it's got there. I like it.
It is quite tasty.
Yeah. But no warp surging will be happening, and there's las cannons here that are staring point blank at it. If I take it out now, everything else is going to come crashing into me anyway, which is very interesting. 6 points to 3. I've got my Terminators up there. I need a good draw. Let's go on to Space Marines. Turn 3. 6 points to 3. Ditch that one. Advance out of my deployment zone isn't going to happen. No mercy, no respite. Basically, if I kill a unit or one fails a morale, there's a point there. And Big Game Hunter kills something with a wounds characteristics of 10 or more. Basically, the Keeper of Secrets. If I kill the Keeper of Secrets, I'll get 2 points. And it's your Warlord, I'll get 3 points, which will make it 6 points each. I think the orders from Chaplain Snow are quite clear. Shoot the big one. Right, here we are after my movement phase. The Terminators, the Assault Terminators advancing to try and get closer to the fight. The normal Terminators just walking along with their 24-inch range Storm Bolters. We are in range to throw some firepower down on the Slaanesh's lines. And I'm not screening anymore back here because there is no point. Plus I can't screen with a unit of scouts. Just one unit of scouts. You can sweep around the edges, around the right and around the left. So you are going to hit the castle next turn if you decide to come flying in there. What I did do is make sure I'm not within 3 inches of the centre of that objective there, because you've currently got critical mission objective 1. So you're going to get a point for that. And if I was on it, then you get D3 points if you take an objective that was previously held. And this is a troop squad, so all they have to do is move a long way and get on there, and that would be D3 points. So I pulled back from it. And that's it. The scouts are moving around here. Now, the orders are quite clear. Bring down this big bad boy here. So, one more time. Wisdom of the Ancients on this Venerable Dreadnought. Firing straight through at the Keeper of Secrets. 2 las cannons, hitting on 2s, coming in hot. And re-rolling 1s because of Wisdom of the Ancients. So, a hit twice. I am hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. And re-rolling 1s because of the Lieutenant. So, only 1 gets through. 1 5-up invulnerable save on your Keeper, which you make, and then the missile launcher misses and hits with the re-roll. Wounds on a 3, and that's another 2.
You'd like to use a command point?
I was trying to keep the command points in my pocket for the damage thing, but I've got 4 more las cannons coming out, so I think I need to use it. Yeah. 3s to wound, command point reroll puts me down to 2, 1 command point left, and a wound. 1 5-up invulnerable save. Please fail it. You fail it. D6 damage from the missile launcher. For 2, it's down to 8 left. Right, this Mortis Contemptor needs to do it. 8 wounds left. Hitting on 2s. Everything hits. I'm wounding on 3s. I've spent my command point. 1 hit the floor, so I'm going to re-roll the 2. Okay, 3 get through. 3 5-up invulnerable saves on this thing. So many points wrapped up in killing it. Oh. Fail all 3.
Oh, that sucks.
3d6 damage. Don't worry, I could probably roll really low now. And I spent my point for the re-roll in the shooting phase. I just need to get 8. I get more than 8. It's dead. That's Big Game Hunter, that's Kingslayer, and that's kill something with guns, and that's the big, scary, nasty demon gone.
And slay the Warlord.
And slay the Warlord. I'll not lie to you, I'm breathing a sigh of relief there.
You needed to do that.
So, what do we think of the new Keeper of Secrets with 16 wounds and the new rules?
I like her
a
lot. I mean, the stats, she was cheap beforehand at 165 points with but now with the extra wounds and the extra buffs that she does, she hits like a truck.
Yeah.
I also like the Relic and Warlord trait combos that you can still have because they have not changed from the Codex. So a load of people, they like to have the normal sword on there, which if it does a wounds, then basically it's an extra -1 to hit and extra Warlord traits and things for extra attacks or 6s to mortal wounds.
So most people make her more punchy.
Yeah. I like to make her speedy. So I always tend to do the Celerity of Slaanesh Warlord trait for the extra 3-inch movements. Extra 3 inches.
Yep.
But yeah, no. With the Soul Stealer blade, that with the Sinestra's hands means you absolutely have to kill her because otherwise she's just literally recoups so many wounds back.
As you perfectly demonstrated.
Yeah. So if you didn't get rid of her, or even if she was on 1 wound, she could have gone straight in. Yeah. And then chances are would have been straight back up to You know,
and I know that's the Forge World model there, which is absolutely glorious, but the new Games Workshop model as well.
Oh, it's like probably the best sculpt they've ever done.
I think it is. It's a lovely, lovely model. Yeah. Are you going to get it? I mean,
yes.
Then you won't be able to field your other one.
No, I'll just take both.
Nice.
Yeah, if I forget the other one, I'll probably take her as there's the character.
There's a character one as well.
So I'll probably take the Forge World one as a normal one, and then have Shalaxi and have them both.
That would be doubly scary.
Yes.
Yeah. The brothers Slaanesh. Right. Okay. So more shots. This unit of Terminators here. The only thing that it can shoot at is this unit of Fiends here. 24-inch range Stormbolters. There's one guy that is not in range, but the missile launcher can slam in. So I have 16 shots coming in, and I'm going to be hitting on 3s. I need to grab another dice. 3s to hit these Fiends. And that's pretty good shooting tax. Force to wound. That's not good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five wounds on the Fiends. 5 up and vulnerable saves. You pass 2. Which means that one's dead and one of them is on 2 wounds. And then the missile launcher hits on 4s and misses. Still 6 wounds to chew through. So we're going to this scout squad here. Now there's 4 bolters in rapid fire range. And the shotgun, which is in half range. We'll do that in a minute. These are the bolters hitting on 3s. Only 3 hits. And a wound on 4s. 2 more wounds. And then the shotgun hits on 3s. It's assault 2. And at half range, it becomes strength 5. So a wound on a 3. So I do 3 wounds in total from the scouts. 3 more 5-up saves, sir. And you pass them all. That wasn't in the script. Shotgun to the face and all that. I have got these unit of Terminators. That can shoot them and the Fiends. And now what I really want to do is clear them away. And the Seekers, and start hurting the Demonettes as well. And all I've got left back here is the 2 rapiers and that attack bike, which fell out of combat. And that rapier moved as well, so it's hitting on 4s. So I think I'm going to fire the attack bike at these guys here. Hitting on 4s with the bolt guns, because I fell out of combat. And force to wound. 1 more wound on this squad. And you fail that save. It's on 1 wound left. Now the multi-melter is hitting on a 4 because I fell out, and 5 because it's heavy. And it hits. And it wounds. 1 5-up and vulnerable save. Which you fail. And it would do d6 damage, but 1's on 1 wound left, so it's shredded. Trying to force morale test here. So the rapier that didn't fall out of combat will fire into the demonettes. I'm hitting on 3s and re-rolling 1s because of Wisdom of the Ancients. And then I'm going to be wounding on 3s because I'm strength 5 and they're toughness 3. And re-rolling 1s because of Lieutenant Karas. And that is that many wounds, which is 8 wounds, which is quite nice. 5-up demon saves. How would you pass?
1, 2, 3.
3.
So that's
5 dead. That's not enough. Okay, let's fire the other one into it as well, I think. This particular rapier battery is going to be hitting on 4s because it moved, but I still re-roll 1s because of wisdom. See, this time I didn't get any 2s, but I got a chunk of 3s. The dice gods know. 3s to wound. And re-roll 1s. 7 wounds this time on the demonettes. And you pass 5?
Yeah.
5 of them. So you only lost 7 in total, which is their leadership score.
Yes.
Now the second squad of Terminators left to fire. And I know I'm spraying fire all over the place, but I'm just trying. There's too many targets here, and I'm just trying to force as much morale as I can. So the 20 shots with Bolted Discipline are going to go into this unit of Seekers. The Fiend is subject to morale. The Demonettes are subject to morale. Hitting on 3s, but no re-rolls. Okay, that was still 16 hits, so that's not bad. 3s to wound, though. Okay. 14 wounds on the Seekers. 5-up saves. Oh, mama. Actually, might have hurt you. Because each has got 2 wounds, right? There's 1 dead, 2 dead, 3 dead, 4 dead, 1 left on 1 wound.
There's only 4 there.
Is there?
Yeah.
I cleared the squad.
You killed it.
Right, that's the end of my phase. I'm not going to charge anything. That would be suicide. I've got my castle back here, pushed back into a corner. I've got the Terminators pushing up the table there. And that was pretty successful. I have cleared the Keeper of Secrets. I've hurt the Fiends. I've cleared away that squad there. I've significantly hurt there. Morale is a thing. On a 6, you're going to lose this guy because they're leadership 7 and 2 of them died. So if you roll a 6, I would appreciate it. No, okay. So he stays firm. You lost 7 demonettes, so you're going to lose d6 more. Please don't roll a 1. You roll a 4. You're going to lose 4 more because otherwise reality would have blinked and d6 would have come back in.
And I would have laughed.
Yeah, there would have been much laughing and much chuckling. So you've got these demonettes here that can come through. You've got the Fiend, you've got the Chariot, you've still got some forward pressure. However, we're about to go into turn 4, and I just got 3 points. 1 for Big Game Hunter, 1 for No Mercy, No Respite, and I just read the card, which is good that I did. Score a victory point if at least 1 enemy unit was destroyed and or failed morale. If 3 or more units were destroyed and or failed morale, score D3 instead. I killed 2 units, I shot that thing and shot the Big Keeper, and they failed morale. So that would be D3. So I get D3 points instead. If 3 or more units were destroyed and or failed morale tests. Yeah. So 2 were destroyed, 1 failed morale. Yeah. So, yes, D3 for this. For 1, okay, fine. So 1 for Big Game Hunter, 1 for that, and 1 for Kingslayer, which means it's 6 points to 6. Your footprint now is a Chariot, these guys, and of course the swarm around this edge of the table at 6 points to 6, and we're going into turn 4. It might be time for the Slaanesh Demons to get tactical, or they could continue their relentless push forward. Let's find out what Noel does in turn 4. Here are the orders from She Who Thirsts. Get that mission critical objective 1. Assassinate, kill a character, and Kingslayer, kill Snow. Here we are after the Slaanesh Demons movement phase. They're already on objective 1. And they need to assassinate a character, and there's Karas there, they could jump in on him. The Demonettes advanced, the Fiend advanced all the way from round there, and they are within 6 inches of your Demon Prince, who also advanced. So, because they're within range of a character, they can charge even though they advanced. Get that objective, kill Karas, there's a couple of points. Now you thought about sweeping around and trying to go for Kingslayer and trying to go for Chaplain Snow up there, but there's a whole wall of storm shields in your way that you'd have to dig through. It would take a turn or 2 if you committed most of your forces that way. And then all the Daka, you'd be left in the open. All I have to do is fall back a little bit and just shoot at them and just start peeling them open. You'd be caught between some Hammonators and a Hanvil and an Hammer, basically. Yeah. Hanvil and Hammer, and Hammer and Hanvil. The shooting and the punching.
The hard place in the rock.
That's the one.
Or Oreo.
The Oreo. We have Oreos. We have Oreos. I ran out of chocolate chip hobnobs, which are absolutely glorious, by the way. Have you tried the chocolate chip hobnobs? They are a gift from the Emperor himself. All this lot advanced came charging this way as well. So essentially the plan is stop the thing shooting at you. Leave the Terminators somewhat exposed. Let's find out what the remaining orders are as we go to turn 4, turn 5, and maybe you'll win the objective game. I like it. So let's go on to the Psychic phase and cast some powers. So the Demon Prince is casting Smite, can do 1 power, you need a 5. And that's D3 mortal wounds on the Rapier Battery. For 3, they have 4 wounds. It's got 1 left. So I'm not sure how a Rapier Battery can be smitten. I guess the electricity from the Psychic Battery has fouled up some of the gubbins, 1 wound left. Then the whip from the chariots lashed out at that bike and did no wounds. And now finally, the harp is going to play a tune. D6 shots with its what now?
It's a flat 6 shots.
Flat 6 shots.
With its heartstring lyre, using the cacophonous melody profile.
Okay.
So.
You advance, so you're hitting on 3s instead of 2s. Going into the scouts, you say?
Yes.
Okay, brilliant.
Okay, so.
Okay. 4 hits at strength 4.
Wounding on 4.
2 wounds. AP?
-1.
Cacophonous melody. So does the song make the scout's ears bleed?
Yes.
Yes, it does. Two of them die screaming. They don't like that tune. Screeching melody rips out across the battle grid and destroys two of these scouts. They really don't like Justin Bieber. Is that too hard? The Justin Bieber thing, is that too hard?
No, that's not.
No.
That's the right amount. I don't like the idea that one of my minis is playing Justin Bieber, but no one likes Justin Bieber.
It's enough to kill people, I think.
I think so, yes.
Okay. Yeah,
it makes my ears bleed.
Yes, that's the end of the shooting phase. We're going to do a chunk of charges. Right, in the charge phase, you basically don't want to lose your demonettes to lots of heavy bolter fire in Overwatch. So you're picking the chariot first, which is going to go against the attack bike and this rapier here, right?
Attack bike and this squad, they're going to try and go.
Yeah, that's part of the rapier.
Oh, okay. In that case, yes.
Okay. So let's do the rapier. 6s to hit. I only hit once, and I do wound at AP -1, but a 5-up demon save. And you're fine. Then the attack bike has the 4 shots with the twin bolt. 2 of them hit. 5s to wound. None of them wound. And now the multi-misser. Misses. Okay. And then you are in. Okay, so the chariot goes crunching in there, engaging the rapier and the attack bike. And then the demonettes came charging through. You decided not to charge this one because you didn't want to suffer the wrath of that Overwatch. They've come in and engaged Karas, the rapier, and the attack bike. Right, now we're on to this fiend. What's it doing? So,
okay, I think the fiend will attack the rapier.
Will attack the rapier and the dreadnought, or do you not want to face 4 las cannons to the face?
I think I'll avoid the las cannons for now.
Okay. Rapier shots. Let's see if I can kill it as it comes in. No, just 1 hit. And it doesn't even wound. Okay, you're in. So the fiend gets here. Now we're on to the demon prince, and because you're going through a crater, it's a 10-inch charge going in on the rapier. Good luck.
Thank you. That's not.
That's not. Okay. The Slaanesh Demons finally engage the castle, engage Karas and the dreadnoughts in the backfield. Now let's go on to the fight phase. Starting off with the chariot on a 6, mortal wound to the attack bike, and on a 6, mortal wound to the rapier. Attack bike, nope. And the rapier crew, no.
No.
Okay. So 5 piercing claw attacks are hitting the attack bike on 3s. And only 2 hits. You're wounding on 3 hits, you're wounding on 5s. AP -1.
And AP -4.
AP -4. Dead attack bike. It's wiped out. And then the 4 licky tongues on the... You could put it on the rapier crew rather than the rapier battery, because if they die, then the rapier gets removed.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
So let's do that.
3s on him.
So that's 1, 2, 3.
Yep. And 4s to wound.
That's
1 wound. Just 1 wound. I have a threat save, which I pass. Now the demonettes have piled in. 3 are attacking the rapier battery, including the sergeant equivalent, and then the rest, the other 4 are going into Karas. So this is the ones on the rapier.
Yeah.
Yep, 3s to hit. And it is 4. Reroll the 1s because you kept the tail back to the demon, yes.
So that's still 1.
No, but okay. I think you're strength 3 now.
Because within 6 inches.
Yes. It's still strength 4.
Yeah.
Okay. So 5s to wound the rapier because it is toughness 5. No wounds.
No.
Oh dear. Okay, but we've got 8 attacks on Karas, which is 3s to hit, rerolling 1s. And there's 2s. Obviously there's a whole field of 2s. Only 4 hits. 4s to wound. And those are AP -4.
Yes.
So he takes 2 wounds. This is AP -1. He takes 3 wounds. He's on 1 wound left. So Karas lives just. Now we're on to the fiend. It's moved forward to tag the dreadnought, but cannot assault the dreadnought. Wasn't declared as a subject of the charge. It's putting all of its attacks in at the rapier battery, and it hits on 3s. And it hits twice. What's its strength?
Strength is 4.
Okay, so it's wounding on 5s. Toughness 5. No. Doesn't wound. That rapier carrier lives. And now I'm going to pile in and punch back. Right. Funnily enough, the rapiers can hit. Their engines, their tractors try and run over 2 of these fiends here. They have an attack each and they hit on 6s. No. Okay. So we've got the crew. This crew is going to hit the demons on 3s. They're still Space Marines and 3s. I hurt 1 demonette.
That's 6.
I don't hurt 1 demonette. Okay. The Mortis Contemptor Dreadnought is going to stand on the Fiend in front of me, and it's got 4 attacks, and it hits on 2s, and it's strength 7, so it wounds on 3s. I wound twice, no AP though, it's just its feet as it kicks out at the Fiend. And okay, the Fiend's on 3 wounds left. And then the last thing, oh no, this Rapier crew on that. Miss. Lieutenant Karras, I think he's got 1 minute, I need to check. Lieutenants have 3 attacks. He hits on 2s with his power sword. He will wound on 3s and reroll 1, so there's 2 2s. 1 wound, 1 5-up save, and you fail it. 1 demet dies. That's the end of the fight phase. Morale is a thing. If you roll a 1, you get some demonettes back. 3, you don't get any back. You only lost 1, so you wouldn't have lost any anyway. And then the sergeant is still alive in my Space Marine scouts here, so I don't have to take morale. And that is the end of your turn 4. You control objective 4 for a point, but you haven't assassinated or slayed my warlord. But you have locked up this castle. It's going to be this one, only the Dreadnought is not engaged in close combat right now. That's it. Just Brother Matthias. And let's face it, most of the rest of your army is out of line of sight or range. It's going to be very interesting to see if I can move anything around to engage the Slaanesh Demons. So with 1 point for claiming that mission critical objective, it's 7 points to the Demons and 6 points to the Space Marines. As we go on to Space Marines, turn 4. Here are my orders. I ditched advance at the end of last turn. I got secure objective 1, which is currently swarming with demonettes. That's going to be really tough to do. Overwhelming firepower, just kill 1 unit with guns. I might be able to do that and bring this game back to a draw. Psychological warfare, make the demons break. Maybe I can pull that off as well. Right, Slaanesh Demons are winning by a point. I need to kill something in the shooting phase and make them break. Make them lose a morale test. And I can't get out of here because you can't fall back when you're in combat with a Fiend on 3 wounds left. So I'm stuck. Which means these things can't fall back, which means the demonettes are still engaged. They're engaged. These are all, I can't shoot them. Can't shoot any of them. And I can't fit the rapier through there. So I can't break out of combat with the chariot, so I can't get away from that. The only good thing about this is my Dreadnought's not engaged in combat and he can still fire. But I can't shoot at the demon there. I'm going to have to shoot through at the Soul Grinder and try and kill it with just a Venerable Dreadnought with 1 round of shooting. So that isn't going to happen. What I did do is move up the Hammonators, haven't advanced them, just moving up. And I kept 1 unit of Terminators back here because there's objectives here and I haven't pulled them. It's only turn 4 and this one could come up or that one could come up and that could be the difference between winning or losing the game because it's so close.
And that's tactics.
That is tactics. So overwhelming firepower is a thing. Kill something in the shooting phase. That I can shoot at with snow. And then I threaded the needle with these Terminators here. There is a window in the church and I can see some demonettes. And maybe if I put enough firepower into them, I can make you fail a morale test. There's a lot of maybes going on here. So, well, let's see what I can do in the shooting phase. Oh, and the other thing, secure objective 1, is not going to happen. So, need to kill something in the shooting phase. Let's start off with snow, firing at this demon with the harp. He hits on 3s with the Primarch's Wrath. And he hits 3 times. It's strength 5. What's the toughness of Harpy Lady?
I'm going to go with 3. Toughness 3.
So I wound twice. Demon save? How many wounds has she got?
She has 4 wounds.
4 wounds. So if you fail both of these, it's a 2 damage weapon.
Ooh, so 2 5-ups.
2 5-ups. 1 5-up. And you pass 1, fail 1. It's got 2 wounds left. 2 wounds left. Toughness 3. I've got this unit of Terminators and 3 of them can see her. And she's closest. All of them can see the demonettes, but I need overwhelming firepower and I need psychological warfare. So this is the thing. How many Stormbolters go into her? How many is enough to get overwhelming firepower? plus how many is enough into Demonettes to make them fail a morale test. So I'm thinking 2 Stormbolters, 8 shots into her, and the remainder into the Demonettes.
Sounds like the right choice.
Sounds like the right love choice. And spending 1 command point, my last command point on Scions of Guilliman, so I'm re-rolling hit rolls of 1. So let's put 8 Stormbolter shots from 2 Stormbolters into Harpy Lady, hitting on 3s. And re-rolling 1s. And the dice gods, what are you doing to me? Only 4 hits. But she's toughness 3, right?
Yeah.
So this is the 3s to wound bit. 2 wounds. If you could fail both of your 5-up and vulnerable saves, I would very much appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Let's see what we can do for you, sir.
She passes 1. Not enough gun. Should have put 1 more Stormbolter into her. So the Terminators have been ordered to split their attacks and fire round after round after round into this character here and fail to bring it down. But 7 Stormbolters wounded the Demonettes in the backfield. You have 7 5-up demon saves to make there. And you pass 1. 1? So I killed 6. So potentially I could get psychological warfare, of course, unless you roll that magic 1. And also, well, a 1 would pass it because 1 plus 6 is 7. So you pass the morale and morality. Reality would blink.
Morality is kind of a musical thing anyway.
Yeah. Maybe I should have moved the Cyclone missile launch around this way so it could have shot at her as well because it's got a 36-inch range. Never mind. And I'd love to put the Terminator that's not in close combat into her, but she's a character and I can't shoot her. So the shots from the... I got these guys, which I didn't move. I should have moved them. Never mind. The Dreadnought is going to fire at your Soul Grinder, hitting on 2s and wounding on a 3. That's a wound on the Soul Grinder with a las cannon, 5-up.
Nope.
No, d6 damage for 1. And the missile launcher hits and wounds, 5-up on the Soul Grinder.
Nope.
Nope. And another d6. For another 1, Snake Eyes Gaming, excellent YouTube channel. Only taking 2 wins off the Soul Grinder there. That is the end of my shooting phase. We've got some fighting to do over here. So Slaanesh Demons always fight first. All of this will happen first. Let's see if you can kill Karas, because there's 4 of them going against my lieutenant there. Hitting on 3s.
So
everything hits.
I like it.
And you're wounding on 4s because you're still in range of your dude. So 4s to wound. Any 6s, he's dead. He's dead, and that is an assassinate. You get a point in my turn. And this is what it looks like at the end of the fight phase. Lieutenant Karas is gone. This fiend polished off the gun and the crew. It actually attacked the crew. Once the crew dies, the gun gets removed. That's the end of the combat. Oh, the Mortis Contemptor gave this thing a right kick in back again, and it's down to 1 wound left. But I'm still locked up here. Still locked up everywhere. And Noel got a point for assassinate. So it's 8 points to 6. And if you roll a 1, you don't give a point up for psychological warfare. So let's roll the morale for the Demonettes. Good luck.
Come on, 1.
No, that's a 3. You're going to lose 2 more models, making it 8 points to 7. 8 points to 7.
So it's close.
So close. As we go into Slaanesh Demons, turn 5. Right, here are the orders for the Slaanesh Demons. No prisoners, just kill something for a point. And if you kill 3 things, that's D3. Supremacy, jump on 3 objectives, and that's another D3 points. Secure objective 4 is going to be tough though, because it's right in the opposite end of the battle grid, surrounded by Terminators. So the demons are in the lead by 1 point. They're not going to get objective 4, but if they get on 3 objectives, that's D3 points for supremacy. And we had advancing from the Demonettes and from this thing.
The Enraptress.
The Enraptress, straight through the ruin and onto that objective there. These Demonettes are on this objective there, and these Demonettes are on this objective there. So that's D3 points for supremacy. It does leave the Enraptress and these Demonettes very close to a Terminator sandwich, but it is D3 points. The Soul Grinder finally stayed still, so it could get shots in at my venerable Dreadnought, at Brother Matthias. And then you just need to kill something for 1 point for no prisoners or overwhelming firepower.
Yeah.
The Demon Prince advancing round there, ready to charge in at my Contemptor Mortis Dreadnought. So looking for no prisoners, just trying to kill something. The Demon trying to smite the Contemptor. You can smite into combat, you need a 5. And that's a 6, that works. D3 mortal wounds on the Contemptor. For 2, they start off with 10. It's on 8 left. Now we're doing the shooting phase. We've got the Soul Grinder firing through out of this Dreadnought here. Okay, the Harvester Cannon coming in hot on the Redemptor. Not on the Redemptor, on the Dreadnought. Hitting on 4s. And you got 2 hits. And this is strength?
This is strength 7.
Okay, wounding on 4s.
That's 1.
1 wound, AP minus.
AP minus is 1.
1, 4 up save. I fail the save. How much damage?
D3.
D3. So 3 damage. Matthews is on 5 left.
Right.
And then we have the what now?
It's the Phlegm Bombardment.
Phlegm
It's hocking the
Bombardment.
loogie.
Okay, hocking a big loogie.
Right, so this is D6 shots
Okay,
for 4.
that's a painful loogie.
Yeah, it's a big loogie.
Okay, force
Got
to
allergies.
hit. Allergic to Space Marines.
Yes.
Force to hit. We get 3 hits, and this is strength 8, so
Yeah.
3's to wound. Only 1 wound. AP minus.
AP minus is 2.
I fail the save.
And that's a flat 3 damage.
Flat 3 damage. You don't kill it. The Dreadnought is on 3 wounds left, and then the whip lashed out. It can do it in combat and hit the rapier and put a wound on the rapier. That's it for the shooting phase. 1 minute, we found another weapon. Sill's Whip. The Demon Whip is 6 inches, and it can just hit the Dreadnought. Assault D6. So he whips twice. And he hits on 2s because he's a Demon Prince.
Mm-hmm.
1 hit.
One hit.
Re-rolling hit rolls of 1 because it's Demon Prince.
Yes.
2 hits. And it is strength.
This is strength user, which is normally 4, but obviously with the +1 that turns to strength 5.
Okay, wounding on a 5. It does wound. AP?
AP is -2.
I make a 5. So I save that. That is the end of the shooting phase. You still got no prisoners to score. So Sill's going to go charging in. You're no longer in a crater, so you're automatically in. That's engaged, that's engaged, that's engaged. These are all the charges here.
I think I might see if I can pluck at the... I'm going to charge, see if I charge the mask in.
Charge the mask in.
Yeah.
Okay, good luck. 8. You're in. 9, sorry.
9.
So the mask gets in here, then we remembered another gun, slightly out of sequence. Remember the Harpy Lady can shoot, so what is she doing?
Okay, she'll use her other format, and
Okay.
that's the Euphonic Blast.
Okay.
So this is assault 1 shot.
Okay.
So this will be hitting on 3s because obviously she advanced. So that's a hit. That's strength 8.
Okay, 2's to wound. Nice. AP minus?
AP minus is 3.
AP minus 3 at a flat 3 damage. 3 up and vulnerable save from the Storm Shield? No. You kill one of the Terminators. I'm gonna take from here. Justin Bieber hits a bass note and destroys one of the Terminators. Now, are you gonna charge in with these guys into this unit of Terminators, or are you happy just to jump on that objective there?
Nah, I'm going to charge.
You're gonna charge?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see how far they go.
Okay. That's
A
6
+1.
+1, so that's 7.
And this is where we end up after they charge in and pile in. Now, this is a squad of 20. So they have 3 attacks each. And there's a sergeant equivalent in there. So this is 61 attacks, hitting on 3s. So a crazy number of hits came through. We've got all these dice rolling to wound, but you're strength 3 now. So you're winning on 5s.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's all AP minus 1. 6s are AP minus a lot. But -1 is a 3 up save, and minus a lot is a 3 up invulnerable save anyway. In the end, I have 11 3 up saves to make, and 2 Terminators die. Then we move from the fight in the centre of the battle grid back to the beleaguered castle of 13th, right on the edge of the battle grid. Right, the chariot killed the rapiers. The demonettes are not within an inch of the dreadnought and they didn't charge, so you can't activate them. You left the dreadnought exposed so you could try and shoot it and get overwhelming firepower. The dreadnought's still on 3 wounds left. And then we come to this lot, attacking the Contempt to Dread. Now you're activating the mask. It's picked the Contempt to Dread as a target, so everything within range gets +1 to hit or +1 attack.
+1 to hit.
+1 to hit. And are we starting with the mask?
Yes.
So the mask is hitting on 2s.
Yes.
Nice, okay.
So hitting on 2s, re-rolling the 1s.
Okay, because of the Demon Prince, yeah.
Yeah, that's 1-1. That's all of them.
All 5 hit, and strength is...
Strength is now 5.
Okay, I'm toughness 7.
Okay, so on 5s.
Yes.
That is 1 at AP -4.
AP -4. Mortar's Contempt Dreads have automatic shielding, a 5 up invulnerable save, which I fail. It's down to 9 wounds left. Did it lose a couple of wounds last turn?
Yeah, it got smited.
It got smited, you're right. I think it's down to 7 wounds. It lost 2 wounds, didn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
7 wounds left. Right. Next up.
Right, next up will be Syl. Now, apologies for this.
This one?
Yeah, the Demon Prince Herald combo. Now, this is the first time I've faced him.
Okay.
So,
New model syndrome done well so far.
Yeah, in that he survived. As to how effective he is, alright, so...
Still a Demon Prince.
Yeah, and the Herald combined. So, this is a weird rule, but basically what I do is I choose one profile, either the whip or the axe. Okay. Then he makes a consolidation move, and then he attacks all the other stuff.
Right, okay.
So I have to roll them separately.
Okay, so let's do the axe then.
Right, so
because it looks big and intimidating.
Yes, so this is 8 attacks.
What?
Yeah.
8 with an axe?
Because it's a Demon Prince.
Nice.
It's got 8 attacks. Now it gets filthier from here.
Okay.
Because Syl also gets 8 attacks.
Really?
And each attack is D3 attack rolls.
Right, okay. So let's...
So it's a potential 26 more attacks coming in from Syl.
Right.
After the 8.
So what are we starting off with first? 8 attacks with what?
8 attacks with the Axe of Dominion.
Okay, the Axe of Dominion hitting on 2s, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Did you add 1 to your attacks because of the mask?
It's not 1... It's basically, it's re-rolling 1s, but it's +1 to hit.
And he hits on 2s anyway.
Yeah, so...
Okay. 2s to hit with the Axe of Dominion. Okay. And everything hits.
Yeah.
Is there any Death to the Force Emperor going on here?
No. That's Marines.
That's Marines, okay. Yeah. Strength?
Strength is 8.
Okay, winning on 3s. And AP minus what?
AP is -3.
-3.
And they're a flat 3 damage each.
Okay, 5 up in buns. That's 9 damage.
Yep.
That's a dead Mortis Contempt to Dreadnought before you swing anything else. And it doesn't go boom. This new model is a bit of a boss. Yeah. He can consolidate 3 if he wants, so I can shoot him. No. But that fort, he's now no longer within an inch of an enemy model. So interestingly enough, after you've killed loads of stuff, my Dreadnought's not in combat.
No.
That's really curious. I will be able to shoot something. You've killed 2 models. 1, 2. The Rapier and the Thing.
Yeah.
You haven't killed 3 things yet for no prisoners. So you're going to get D3 points for Supremacy and 1 point for no prisoners. And now my Terminators get to punch some Demonettes. And I killed 2. I was hitting on 4s because they're unwieldy. And I killed 2. So morale, 1, Reality Blink should get D6 back. But not above starting quota, so the 2 that I killed, you can put straight back in the pile. Now, I have a morale test to take, but I'm in range of Snow, so I use his leadership. So I pass. You get a point for no prisoners and D3 points for Supremacy. So it was 1 point in the lead, plus another 3 points. You have 4 points in the lead as we go to Space Marines, turn 4. I said turn 4, I meant turn 5. I got rid of that last turn. My mission critical objective is secure objective 5, which is swarming by nets, demonettes. Overwhelming firepower, just shoot something with guns. And secure objective 4, the Terminators are close to. I can get that one. I moved the scouts. The scouts went through. Now they can shoot the fiend. Let's do that. Let's shotgun him. Hit once, wound on 03, that's a wound. And then the bolt guns. Hit twice. And wound what? So 2 wounds. 2 wounds on the fiend on 1 wound left. and you fail it. So that is 1 unit dead. Now I only need to kill 2 more for overwhelming firepower. So let's put everything from the dreadnought into the chariot, because it's got 6 wounds, it needs to die. So las cannons, hit twice and wound once. And the missile launcher, we might as well do it all together. Misses. Oh dear. Okay, 5 up, invulnerable save, which you fail. It's 6 wounds, right?
Yeah.
I need to do d6 damage and score a 6. There's a 3. The chariot lives. The chariot lives. So it's down to the Terminators to try and get me d3 points for overwhelming firepower. Gonna fire this squad, the missile launcher, and all the Stormbolters into the Demonettes. It all happens at the same time. The missile launcher will do the frag one instead of the crack one, or the one that does d6 shots a time. For 7 shots, and it'll hit on 4s because I moved it. That's okay. That's 5 hits, and it will wound on. I think it's 3s. Even if it is 3s, that's 5 wounds. I'm just going to add the Stormbolters to this pile. Then we hit and wound with the Stormbolters, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. I did 17 wounds in total, including the missiles. 17 5-up saves, and that is really bad saving.
Yeah. Don't do it like that, kids.
And the first company killed 13 of them. There's only 7 left as the other bunch of Stormbolters rain in on the Demonettes, hitting on 3s and wounding on 3s. 8 wounds, 8 5-up saves. And you pass 2, which means that 1 Demonette is left standing. Leaving the icon bearer standing, which means I will not be able to kill 3 things for overwhelming firepower, but I will shoot this character with Chaplain Snow, who hits on... No, I won't, because I need to charge. She's closest. So Snow will charge, shoot the icon bearer on 3s. That's 3 hits. And wound on 3s. 3 wounds. 3 5-up demon saves on the icon bearer. Die, demon, die. It dies. It dies screaming. Now I just need to make a charge. We'll do the Overwatch in a second. It's -2 for the crater. Let's try and go in with the Terminators. 8 inches, which becomes a 6-inch charge. And they make it in, suffering no damage from Overwatch. And now Snow is going to try and follow in as well. It's 5 because I need to get within an inch, but there's a crater. So I needed a 7 to make it. Because of -2 for the crater, Snow does not get in. And that's it for the charging units. And the first company tear it apart. And that is the end of my turn 5. And I've got my mission critical objective. I've got objective 4, and I get 1 point for overwhelming firepower, which means Slaanesh Demons are 1 point in the lead. You're winning by 1 point. You're line breaking.
I am.
I'm line breaking. That's the end of turn 5, and the person who went first rolls a dice. You roll a dice, and on a 1-2 you win, sir. No. We're going on to turn 6. Demons are 1 point in the lead, and their orders are perfect. Advance out of their deployment zone, which they've done. There's a point. Secure objective 1, which they're on. There's a point. Defend objective 1, which they're on. And that'll be 2 points at the end of my turn. Here we are after the Demons' movement phase. They've advanced outside of the deployment zone. There's a point. There's objective 1. There's another point, and they're defending it. There's another point. 3 scouts are about to get it, as is Matthias. And here we are at the very end of the Slaanesh Demon's turn. The scouts didn't stand a chance in hell, and neither did Matthias as this demon came through and utterly smashed him. And then the Soul Grinder fired through the gap, through the hole, into these Terminators, and I made my saves. That's the end of Demon's turn 6. Nice, quick and simple. It was 11 points to 10. 1 point for advancing, 12 points to 10. 1 point for securing that objective there. 13 points to 10. 3 points in the lead. At the end of my turn, you're going to get 2 more points for defending it.
Yep.
So you're going to be 5 points in the lead at the end of my turn. It's crazy. Is there any way back? Just for the Terminators over here. Let's find out what their orders are in turn 6. Now, strangely enough, I got a good draw. Behind enemy lines, I'm already there. Defend objective 2. I could potentially run 2 with my Terminators and Supremacy, get on any 3 objectives for D3 points. Right, I'm behind enemy lines. I need to defend objective 2, which is that one, and get supremacy, which means I need to string this unit out after they advance across these two and jump on that one for supremacy. So it's all about this advance roll. Basically, I need a 5 or 6. And I get a 6.
Boom.
Wow. Right, I'm defending 2. I need it to go to turn 7 to score that one as well. And I'm on supremacy. And to move the Terminators up. And I just realised I am in 24-inch range of this unit, which are defending that objective. So I could blow them away with Storm Bolter Fire and stop you getting 2 points. I don't know how I'm doing this. But many shots come in here. Hopefully reality doesn't blink and they die. This is all about bolter discipline, you know. This new bolter discipline rule, firing twice at full range. I thought bringing Terminators to this fight was the wrong thing. Maybe this will prove me wrong. Hitting on 3s against those Demonettes. And wounding on 3s. I did 9 wounds. 9 wounds. And you make 3 saves. 3 saves?
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
So you lose 6. And then let's roll a dice for the morale now to see if reality blinks or not, and if you lose, how many more. So, reality blinks, you get d6 back. 4 more back. Basically, you only lost 2.
Yeah.
That would have put me in the lead. But I was too many dominoes. Yeah. I was trying to,
so close.
Praying to the Emperor doesn't pay off sometimes. Sometimes he's not listening. Sometimes he's very busy thinking about other things. So you do defend that objective there, making it 15 points to 10. I am behind 11 enemy lines, making it 15 points to 11, and I do get D3 points for supremacy for 2 more, making it 15 points to 13, and at the end of turn 7, if it goes on to turn 7, it will be 15 points to 15 because I'm defending that one there. So 15 points to 13, but the game ends on a 1, 2, 3. So let's pray to the Emperor one more time and see if he's listening. He is listening. We go on to Slaanesh Demons turn 7. 15 points to 13. If the Slaanesh Demons have 3 units behind enemy lines, and they do, that's D3 points. The great game, you roll a dice, and if you control that number of objective markers, you control that number of points, and they are on 2 objectives. Secure objective 5 is in the cathedral in the middle. Turn 7. This is it for the Slaanesh Demons footprint. They are entirely within my deployment zone. The Soul Grinder moved round here and fired, and because he moved, hitting on 5s and Terminator saves, you didn't kill any, but you are on 2 objectives, making it 17 points to 13. And then you didn't move anything down here.
It was kind of like I really wanted to charge in, but then I figured...
Turn 7.
It's turn 7.
What can you do?
And I can just basically just sit there and get the points. Yeah. It's kind of it's a lazy thing potentially to do. But...
Well, I like to think that they come racing across the battle grid. They've killed everything in front of them, and they wanted this cathedral, this ruin down here, and they found their prize.
Yeah, they're like Forrest Gump. They're just like they've gone from one end of the ball to the other. Yeah. They don't run back. They're just going to keep on going.
So 17 points to 13 for the great game, plus D3 points for behind enemy lines. So, because you have 3 units in my deployment zone. Good luck. And that's 1. That makes it 18 points to 13. But I'm defending that objective there.
Yeah.
So it's 18 points to 15. Let's see what the card gods... Card gods are a thing, not just the dice gods. Yes. 18 points to 15, as we've got a Space Marines turn 7. All right, let's do it live. That's my defend objective 2. I need 3 good objectives. These 3, hopefully, we shall see. Kingslayer. I've killed your king. That's worth D3 points.
Oh, no.
Master the Warp. I can't do. No psychers left. And... Assassinate. Kill a character. And your characters are buried behind here.
Yes.
So you've got Linebreaker.
Mm-hmm.
I've got Linebreaker. There's nothing really I can do. It doesn't matter what I do shooting at. All it matters is Kingslayer.
Yeah.
Can't get that one, can't get that one. You're 3 points in the lead. And basically, if I roll a 5-6 On the very last dice roll or the very last turn of the game, it will be a draw.
I like it.
How did it come to this? So a 5-6 to draw this game. Anything else, it will be a victory for the Chaos Demons. Okay, because there's no point moving, no point shooting, yeah?
Yeah, totally. It's all down to that.
All comes down to one dice roll.
Everything else is just noise.
For the Emperor. Oh! And so it's a victory for the Slaanesh Demons. And this is the way the world ends. Oh my word, how did it come to this? You're just eating the Oreo, the victory Oreo of doom. 1 point in it. These guys kept rocking and rocking and rocking on, smashing everything in front of them. I think I did the tactical play with the Terminators. If I'd have just dumped them up here, I may have stopped you. I may have put enough bang in front of you to break apart the assault, but then I wouldn't have got these points that I got later, which dragged me back in the game.
Yeah.
What do you think of the tactic over here?
I was a bit worried because when you dropped them all in, I was thinking you were going to leave yourself well out of it. But with all the Daka that you had in your castle, you managed to whittle enough, and with the way that the cards went, it meant that I couldn't just go for the castle. You had to make me think.
Yep.
And I don't like thinking. But yeah, no, it turned out to be an amazing tactical play. Just with Snow and all the Hammonators coming in and just delivering an absolute bucket of attacks and smashing faces.
Yeah, so I end up walking away with quite a lot of the first company and my Chaplain Snow, so that makes me happy that he didn't get removed as a casualty this turn. The other thing that it was brain melting trying to do the screen and making sure I am screening effectively as possible, making sure that each line is more than 3 inches further from the next line, because after you crush it, then you can consolidate into the next line, and I didn't want that. I wanted a turn of shooting before you.
Yeah, you ran out of space towards the end, but it was like you managed to play it perfectly, sir. It's many layers. I think the 13th are like they're like ogres and they're like onions.
What?
They have many layers.
Yeah, and as you bit your way through them, I made you cry.
You did.
Because losing models. Those fiends are really good. Being able to lock up stuff so it can't fall out of combat. I like them. I can see why you... Have you got 6 or 9?
I've got 6. I did, but...
And they're 4 wounds each.
Yeah, I had a few games with just the 3, but they are... For any Slaanesh Demon army, I think they're just they're an auto include. You need them to be able to daisy chain combats and basically go from one to the other, because otherwise you just fall back and you're just going to shoot me off the board. Yeah. So by doing that, it's managed to kind of
Yeah, it locked up dreadnoughts, it locked up other stuff over here and prevented me from throwing a crazy amount of Daka in. I was very lucky in the deployment type. We did roll it, and we did get Hammer and Anvil. Very lucky in that, because I think if it was Dawn of War or another type of deployment, I wouldn't have been able to basically cowardly stick my units on the back end. But you had a plan which was to hunt me down, and you followed through with that plan, apart from peeling off a few units to getting some objectives there. Love that Keeper of Secrets.
Thank you.
We spoke about him, the new rules, her, it. Lovely model, lovely painting. Your army is gorgeous. This guy, 8 attacks with 2s and re-rolling 1s at strength. He's crazy good.
And that's before you even get to the whip, which is obviously 8 D3 attacks on top.
He's a character less than 10 wounds, right?
Yeah.
So you can't target him.
Yeah.
And the model is stunning.
It is a beautiful sculpt.
Where is the rules for this one?
Because it's a new one, it comes with a box, but I imagine there might be a Demon Codex version 2 that will include all the rest of the stuff, hopefully at some point, if you're listening.
That's true. They did the Chaos Space Marines Codex .2, didn't they? So maybe there's a Chaos Demons Codex .2 coming out. Okay, need to draw it to a close there because my brain is beginning to melt. It was, in the end, a very tactical, very impressive game, and I'm very pleased it came down to the very last dice roll. It's one of those glorious things that happen sometimes. This battle map brought to you by GameMat.eu. The scenery brought to you by GameMat.eu. Noel brought to you by the Miracle of Childbirth. Thank you so much for coming down.
Anytime.
And thank you for doing all the DZ drawings, technical thumbnails, imagery. You're a legend.
Thank you.
You are a legend. Thank you so much for that. And thank you for everyone else who chooses to join us in the deployment zone, and the people who have subbed and also helped me out when it comes to some of the technical stuff as well, because I am as technically minded as a spoon. If you'd like some more Winter's SEO videos and battle reports and narrative campaigns and tutorials and all sorts of stuff, and if you just want to support us and help us make more videos, then I encourage you to subscribe to deploymentzone.tv. For everyone else, I hope you enjoyed that video. Happy wargaming.